Are live. Alright, we're live. We're on Twitch. Doing the Twitch thing. Doing the D&D thing.
Hello, everybody.
Drop a message in the chat. Bada bing. We've returned to tier. Go to my notes here. Half of you arrived 8 hours before the other half of you. So, Morg,
okay, that answered my question.
Hamir, and Orin, you've been waiting for 8 hours. Grimorn pops into existence. And he says, "Come with me if you want to live." And he grabs you and you all teleport to tier.
But I don't want to live anymore.
That or he screams, "No time to explain," and grabs you and you teleport away.
I appear with a DeLorean.
Alright. Reunited
Sweet.
once again. The party is not split. You're here in tier. Sia's not here. I'll just say that Sol goes and tells people what he learned from the Veiled Alliance in secret, but not to everybody. He clearly keeps secrets from Taurus and his new girlfriend.
Is there a chance that I can do the little meeting that I wanted to do while they were gone? To meet with the
Sorcerers?
with the lady, the meeting that Taro and Sia were on.
You want to go talk to Sadira? That's fine.
Oh, no. I wanted to talk to the blacksmith in my in the shrine, and I wanted to bring out the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are these.
What was happening last time again? Oh, excuse me.
There was an exchange of information. Sadira wanted an update on what your operation was doing about the Cyanatrix, and she informed Sia, Sol, about her own actions, where she traveled to a magical ancient ruin where there's a pristine tower where she met with powerful beings who endowed her with the power of the sun. So she is a sun wizard with powers comparable to a sorcerer king now. She's going to wield this power to defeat the sorcerer kings.
Can we all get power like that?
What harum beetles do?
Harum beetles?
I think they make a pleasant vibration.
Yes.
They go harum, harum, with their little wings.
Okay. Okay, a few other things. I have a crook for mage smacking.
Mage masher crook, sure.
Anyone want this?
What is
me,
it?
I have a lot of magic items.
Wasn't that just given to you like last week? They were like, "Hey, do you want to use this?"
Oh yeah, I did take that, didn't I? Dang it.
What does it do? Is it
I have
really good at
stuff.
killing?
I have a bunch of stuff that I don't want, but I don't have the time to find someone worthy to give it to.
That is your new quest, besides converting people to air elemental priests, you just find paladins to wield weapons now.
A good thing to do is to hang on to items and use them in exchange for other items. You do a little barter.
Is there like a safety deposit box or something?
Our fire temple?
Yeah, that's probably the safest spot, really.
Alright.
Other than that, you could like store it with the gladiators. I'm sure they'd guard it for you.
Sure, at fire temple.
None of the peasants will mess with the gladiators.
Since we focused on the other half of the party last week, I wanted to kind of focus on Morg and Orin a little bit more this week. So, Morg,
Orin's not here.
Yeah, not yet. He'll get here in a few minutes. But for Morg, now that you've teleported to the city, are you going to go to the arena to see the gladiators?
Yes, I will. I'm gonna tell Hamer to go sit in the fire temple with Grimoire for a bit while I deal with business in the gladiatory arena. I'm sure you don't really need to deal with them, as you're going to be a merchant.
Yeah. All right, the gladiators are super excited to see you. You see all the big names. There's the mighty Rikus and his lady Neva. There's the ever handsome Tichadril and his two feuding women, Canla and Lisanne. And then there's Gregor, the mole gladiator. There's Quick Windsor and Urgos, the half giants. They're all excited that you've returned, and they want to hear about your adventures and the great battles you've fought since you've left.
Oh, it's crazy. We've had so many adventures since we've been gone. We've killed a baby fire drake and its parent. Well, I don't know if it's its parent, but an adult fire drake as well. And I show them my fire drake armor.
Even more impressive. That is like one of the toughest animals on the planet. So you are like a big game hunter now.
Did you call that an animal?
Yeah, they're pretty much a beast. Unlike dragons, they're not very intelligent. They're just, they don't even have wings or magic powers. They are just a big gnarly dinosaur, basically, with some elemental power. Like a fire-breathing T-Rex.
I'm surprised the two ladies haven't killed one of them over to Chadrill yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not very honorable to kill each other. They constantly fight, but, you know, Chadrill would be unhappy if they actually killed each other, and they're generally kept at bay from each other most of the time.
How goes your guys' training? Are you guys getting stronger? We still have a little bit of fear that the Sorcerer King up in Uruk might send his army down here again. We did get in a scuffle with them a little bit over the psionics dampening stuff that's been going on.
Those Urukites, they're always a problem. The gladiators think there's probably going to be another war with Uruk one of these days, but we'll kick their asses again, they say.
I like the spirit. I will go and find the Arena Beastmaster and inquire if they have any new beasts that I may look at. Maybe I can transform into them.
What's your CR range now? Like 3?
What, did we level yet or no?
Nah, you're still 12.
I just realized something.
12. I am CR3 now, yes. What did you realize?
Taurus's wyvern is still in there.
Taurus is what?
The
There's
wyvern we're capturing.
Cool.
Oh yeah, is the wyvern still alive?
Yeah, they kept the wyvern alive.
Okay. I was wondering if they might have put
Was
it in a
actually
gladiatory game and killed it.
Alright, they're gonna show you to the beast pit, where it looks like there's like an empty cage. It's like low in the ground and it's filled with sand, and it looks empty at first, but upon closer inspection you'll see there's actually a mighty Cylops moving under the sand. If you study it for a while, maybe you'll be able to transform into a CR3 Cylops. It's that giant centipede thing.
Ooh.
Oh, right, another thing.
I
I
would
wanted
like
to keep
to
my
interact
back
with
here.
Alright, you study the
You're
Cylops.
Abandoning it?
They're gonna feed it some Jakar that they had. A lame Jakar with a wound on its leg. They toss it into the pit. The Cylops rears up out of the sand and bites it with a venomous bite. And once it's poisoned, it keels over, and the Cylops wraps around it snake-like and begins consuming it.
Roll a nature check on it. True. 5.
5? Not very good.
No, that was my bonus. Sorry. Oh, 9. Still not very good.
Well, you could tell just by looking that the Cylops was aware that something living came within some distance of it. So it seems to have some sort of enhanced awareness. And
Okay.
then the bite seemed pretty effective. The creature, when it was hit, it wasn't really the bite, but it seemed to be the antenna that inflicted the stunning effect on the creature. So maybe not like a poison effect at all, but like in fact a psionic stunning kind of effect that comes out of the antennas. Similar to
Oh,
a gouge.
They threw in a live creature with it?
Yeah. It had a wound on its leg, so it was going to die anyway, but they fed it to the Cylops to keep the Cylops alive.
That's an interesting new creature. When did you guys acquire it?
They caught it not too long ago. They've been trying to bring in a lot of new and interesting creatures. There's a bit of a lull in participation in the arena when there's not like a major festival or a championship going on. So we need to bring in some big animals to keep things interesting.
How big is the Cylops?
The Cylops, I think it's a large creature. Yep, it is a large beast.
Hmm. Have you
Can I keep
guys?
the other Terax here?
Yeah, the Beastmaster here is an expert at taking care of animals. They don't have an aviary for Terraxes, but as long as it wants to stay in the area, you could probably keep it here with feeding, and there's probably somewhere it can roost in the upper rows of the seating.
It works for me. I just need somewhere for it to stay, so I'm not basically lugging it around.
The Beastmaster will comment, if you're looking for beasts of this size, we still have a Kier. Do you remember the Kier? And he shows you a Kier, which is very much like a big cat, like a lion or something. But it's got,
Thank you, but no thanks.
but it's got horns. It's like a horned lion.
I'm holding out for something else.
Is the Kieran also psionic?
It looks like this. I had Krius make a figurine. It's got a lot of arms, or technically legs. So you can see it's got 4 legs on each side, and it's got like a scorpion tail. But it is a furry big cat with horns.
Hang on, I forgot Tabletop Simulator.
That thing is
So if you want to turn into a
gnarly
Kier,
looking.
grab this figurine, make a copy.
Okay.
I would like to detect thoughts the thing.
The Kier is thinking about eating. It likes meat. It's hungry.
Okay, does it have an intelligence score above like 3 or 4?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, don't worry. I just wanted to know.
Let me
The
check.
way you were describing it, it sounded sentient.
No.
What gave you that idea? It's got horns
Well, it's called
and a tail.
it's called a Kirin.
It's
That
got
makes me think
it's got a 2. Yes, a 2.
What's it doing?
Its tail is lashing back and forth.
Do I know what that means?
Hard to tell if that means that it's playful or aggressive. One or the other.
May I?
Hey, I
Oh,
can
right,
communicate
you
with
said-
animals.
Oh, well, can you tell me? I'm curious now.
I will ask the Kiri how it's feeling. What does the tail wag mean?
It'll growl in your direction. Make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Wisdom save. +8.
You got brain punched.
Oh, 22.
22.
Being pregnant.
All right. So you get hit by a psychic impression that, like, seems like it's trying to push you towards fear, but you resist. So the creature's growl is not just like a regular growl, but has some psionic power behind it. The Beastmaster is going to make a noise at the creature and crack his whip, and it's going to retreat back. And he says, "Careful! These things can emit a psionic blast that can be quite painful."
Hmm.
I feel like
Wasn't
you
a
should
fairly
leave it
strong
at
one.
this time.
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. You'll know it when you get hit by a psionic blast. I've got this one
Okay,
trained
well-
rather well. It shouldn't do it, but it looks like it was getting agitated.
Alright, I will leave it alone. I am sorry for asking about
So I
your
imagine
day.
the guy who did that looks like this.
Is anybody going to tell the
That's-
Beastmaster how hungry it is? It's really hungry.
Well,
Is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
It didn't
Well, I
describe
don't know,
hunger.
because
I thought you did like a brain scan on it, right?
Ringside did,
yeah, but
yes.
it don't actually work. It don't actually work. It's got to have an intelligence score.
Oh, right. All right.
It's
So
actually good.
you can't read just like raw animal kind of like instinct that it's got going on. That's fair. That's fair. Too dumb to read.
Besides being angry, did it tell me
Anyway.
it's hungry?
Yeah. You can just tell. Just look at it. It's hungry, clearly.
I will reach into my bag and throw it some... I assume it's a carnivore, so I throw it some jerky.
All right. It loves it. It's now a happy Kier.
Sorry I don't have any fresher raw meat for you.
The Beastmaster is going to say,
Oh.
these things aren't very
Um,
tough, but they're quite fast. They put on a good show with their attacks, their bite, their claws, their spiked tail. A Kier can make 4 attacks
happen
per
to
turn.
know-
So
Do you
that's
happen
cool.
to know anything about elephants?
Elephants. What's an elephant? I haven't heard of this beast. Describe
It's a
it.
Big thing with a long snake-like nose and big floppy ears and tusks.
Tusks, floppy ear. Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, what's the closest? I'll just doodle it, and it's like, what's the closest thing you have to this?
There's nothing close to that, I'm afraid. Something from another age, maybe. Did you find some old bones and you think you've discovered a new life form or something?
No, I have my own way. Well, technically, yes.
Well, he's
Are you
curious,
going on
but
about the astral projection of the winged elephant?
yeah, he doesn't know anything about the winged elephant or elephants in general. There is no
At
such
any rate.
analog.
We've never
Oh,
seen a real
well.
elephant before, right?
Like a regular one? No.
Yeah. Besides the winged elephant, we haven't seen one.
There are a few regular desert animals. You get like jackals and stuff like that. Hyenas.
Are there any camels?
Okay.
Yeah, camels do exist. So there's a few regular animals around, but not many. Like the elephant does
I know
not
I
come up.
keep asking-
I think the elephant does exist, but like in a rare location, so it's like not something you'd find anybody who knows anything about it.
I know I keep asking this kind of question, but
Mhm.
like, I wanted to cast divination to know where I could find one. Uh, is it 20? Is it 25 copper pieces to use the spell or gold pieces?
You always convert, so anything
To
that
be
was GP
ceramic.
in regular D&D will be CP in Dark Sun.
Okay, I would like to cast div. Well, when the opportunity arises, in case this would slow things down too much, I'd like to do the ritual to ask. Um, I don't know what would happen if I went looking for elephants or something.
Hmm. All
Like
right.
I want to find an elephant.
I really don't know the specifics on that, so I'll have to look that up at a later date. We'll say you're
Okay,
researching it.
okay, waiting on that then. Okay.
Let me add this to my notes here. For ring site, look up location of elephant. Okay.
Okay, noted. Moving on.
Do we
Now,
have a model for a Cyclops?
uh, I had a 2D PNG of a Cylops. Let's take a look and see if I can find it here. It wasn't too long ago that I used it, so it shouldn't be real far back. I think it was like a really, really big one you encountered that one time.
Oh wow, Kiwis can go 60 feet.
Anyway, gotta figure out how to make Korganods stay alive.
We're trying to find out if he's still alive.
Well,
What?
that's not gonna work. That assumably isn't gonna work. So I'm just gonna find ways to ensure that he doesn't get killed if he's alive. Did he leave
Well,
any like divine feathers laying around or something?
Divine feathers? I don't think so.
Uh,
He's got more like a moth kind of wing. Looks a lot like
do
this one
moths
thing from
leave
Dark
dust?
Souls. It's like a giant Luna moth in Dark Souls. And that's what he turns into, basically. Yeah, I'll have to dig around for my
Do
Cylops image
moths
later. I
leave
don't
like,
see it here, but I know I have it. I have it somewhere.
if you just need an object from him, we have the sending stone that he gave us. I don't know if that really counts. I already tried scrying on him,
well,
it didn't work.
no. I was hoping like use it as like some discount alchemy because I have a herbalism kit. It's like maybe if I take some super celestial feathers and mix them together, I can make a salve
He's
or
a epic
something.
level monster, so his components would be like good for making very powerful magic items.
I just don't know where to get to find that. Does he have like a secret sanctuary in the city?
Are you
Korganard?
looking for like if he molted or something?
Yes.
Um,
All right, Long.
Grail.
See that there in the Dark Sun chat? It's the best I got.
okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's close.
That is not at all.
Except it's only got
You mean
one
because
eye. See, the Cylops is like a Cyclops. It's got one eye, but otherwise it looks identical to that centipede thing.
you know, I tend to make very large scale, unnecessarily complicated plans.
Hey,
Maybe I could
Chris,
try something simpler.
Yep.
can you make a figurine of that picture there?
What on this one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do something simpler.
Actually, you
terms of
probably
the
can't,
series.
right? You need a URL. Let me upload it to Imgur, and I'll give you the link. The only downside
But
is
it,
this one doesn't have the background clip, so it's got like kind of an ugly white background. But there's the link for it. At least temporarily, I guess we can use it.
when did Skywell say he was going to be here?
Yeah, he's running a little bit late. I don't know. Maybe his dinner's going long.
At the dawn of the new age.
We'll just get to him second, right?
I had an idea.
I was trying to delay because he said he wanted to be there when we bring up Hamer to the nobles for merchanting stuff.
Where's the URL?
It's the second one there on the Dark Sun. They look identical, but the second one's the Imgur link.
I just copy the link or what?
Yeah, right click on it, copy link. It wouldn't work with the first one because I dragged the image directly into Discord, but the second one I made the URL for it.
It's on the table.
Alright, Long, there you go. One Cylops, one Kier.
Okay, thank you.
What is this pile of giants doing here?
They were in my bag for some reason.
I'll put those in my DM screen area. You might go back and see Malaking at one point. Gonna need that then.
So is there any Oh, right, my plan. Okay, here's plan. I'm gonna actually put effort into this.
Uh-huh.
Gladiator ring. How many people are in it, like, generally?
The Great Arena of Tyr seats thousands of people. But you'll only get a packed
That's too much.
You'll only get a packed Coliseum on festival days. On your typical week, maybe 1,000.
Right. I'm gonna search the arena for a worthy candidate to possibly be a champion of the elephant.
Champion of the elephant. Well,
Champion.
you'll meet a tall, dark-skinned, dreadlocked half-giant by the name of Quick Windsor, who flies like the wind, leaping as if gravity holds no sway on him. His acrobatics and his speed make him look almost magical, magically athletic. Maybe that's the guy.
Perhaps. Wait, hang on. This might take a bit. So did either of you want to do a thing first?
No, continue. Although I am not sure if his character and morals are what you're looking for in a Templar or Paladin of the Winged Elephant.
Yeah, half giant. I gotta scope the scene first.
It's true. He does go off half-cocked a lot.
Oh, right.
He's quick to action, slow to thinking.
Okay, I call them over.
Quick Windsor towers over you, a big smile on his face.
Why are you? What's got you happy?
Well, he's just happy to be alive because he's Quick Windsor. He's the best.
Interesting. Mind if I pick your brain for a moment?
He shrugs.
Alright, hold still. I'm just gonna like telepath around him. You know, not digging into his personal memories or anything. Just seeing how he thinks, what he does.
Quick Windsor's thinking about pumping iron. He's going to pick up some really big rocks, and he's going to put them on different pedestals of different heights. Then he's going to go have sex with this half-giant lady that he knows with red hair. Then after that, he's going to eat, like, an entire mechalot steak. Like, the whole, like, flank of it. And then he hopes that there's a fight at
Okay.
the bar tonight. He really hopes somebody picks a fight with him so he can just absolutely destroy somebody in just like a random fight. All these ideas just sort of flash through his head randomly. He doesn't seem to hold on one idea for very long.
Okay. What does he think about the concept of freedom?
In his mind, freedom to him is Tyr. Tyr is freedom. The free city of Tyr, where there are no slaves.
Does he want that to continue?
Yeah, obviously. They fought a revolution
Well, I
to
have to
be
check.
free.
What is? I don't have a way to phrase this properly aside of like explain to me his morality so I can figure out how his alignment switch works.
I mean, if he just explained it to you, just say that he's awesome and he's always right. But I mean, I don't think there's a way unless you have a specific detect alignment kind of thing.
Good point.
I mean,
I guess.
he seems pretty neutral. I mean, this is out of character. He seems pretty neutral and likes to do whatever he wants. He's probably chaotic neutral, if anything.
Hmm,
That's
true.
my closest estimate.
I'm not sure if he's quite champion material, but maybe he can be helpful. Have hmm. All right. I'm going to introduce the concept of the winged elephant to his brain and see what he thinks of it.
It doesn't involve eating or fucking or fighting. He's not that interested.
Hmm. But it does involve freedom and the air.
Yeah, but he already has that.
Hmm.
Quick Wenzer, he's a simple man with simple needs, but big appetites.
Maybe you can convince them somehow that the power can be used for those things.
Okay. I'm going to explain the concept of a dead god as easily as I can to him.
He nods and he says, "Me know all gods are dead. Dead gods, everyone. Must have been weak."
Yes, but this god can come back.
Weak god come back. But God still be weak, right? What point of that?
Potentially not. If you help him, then if you help serve as how do I put it, an icon of freedom or something along those lines, then what if he comes back, he can bestow magic power onto you, and that'll be good, presumably.
He scoffs at that. Quick Wenzer never need magic. Quick Wenzer too strong, too fast. Magic can't hit Quick Wenzer.
Well, what does Quick Windsor want?
No, I mean, he pretty much explained himself.
What if you could be even better at being Quick Windsor?
The idea perplexes him, but Quick Wenzer is already best there is.
That is untrue. For there is another.
You mean Tachadril? Tachadril is small. Quick Wenzer could beat Tachadril.
No. A powerful being that has faced true giants and come out on top. I speak of none other than Taurus Great Hunter.
He puts his hands up and he says, you win, you win. Taurus is grand champion round here. You not know?
Trust me, I know. He tells me a lot. But what if Quick Windsor could be a greatness to rival that of Taurus Great Hunter?
He nods his head and he says, after defeat, Quick Wenzer, work very hard. Lift biggest rock there is.
Okay, well, there's more to winning battles than lifting up rocks.
He scratches his head and says, "More than lifting rock."
How do you think the small humans win the battles, even though you're bigger?
Mind tricks. Use the will.
Not necessarily. They got speed as well. And if you also don't want to like ever, be stuck and trapped, it's like you can be as powerful as you want if you're stuck in a giant cave and try to lift your way out. It'll just collapse all over you.
Yeah, right. He'll think about it.
Okay. Then I'll give him a gift to help smooth him over. I got a bunch of random stuff that's apparently important.
Oh yeah? What do you give to him?
Is he a barbarian?
Yeah.
What does he use as a weapon?
He's a dex fighter, so he probably uses something that is dexterity based, like any finesse weapon.
Huh. Well, I don't have any of those, so that's a shame. He can have this.
Anything half giant size then?
No.
You really don't have a whole lot to offer Quick Windsor.
I am really struggling here. I keep getting into these situations.
Quick Windsor's going to think to
win over
himself and say, look at you with little items. Little items not big enough for big Quick Windsor's big hand. Big hand need big item. And he'll tell you, in the market district, there's a specialist craftsman. He'll tell you, Grondar, half-giant, biggest blacksmith in town. Make biggest items in town as well.
Thank you for the advice. I keep getting into these situations in role-playing games where I'm trying to win over savages, and it's very hard because thoughts of glory and etc. don't work the same. He just wants to eat and screw things.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't make that any easier.
He has a pretty good life here in the gladiator arena. He's famous, he's powerful, he's got a lot of friends. He's free, he's never been happier. Changing his lifestyle now is going to be tough.
I might have to recruit outside of Tyr, is what I've learned from this encounter. He made it too nice for now.
Anyway, he hints that there's something he liked at that shop called the Half-Giant's Tortoise Blade of
hello.
Shield.
Hey, Zio.
Hey,
Welcome.
You sound tired.
just woke up.
Morning.
Let me help you with that.
You don't have to like change their mission. You just have to get them to believe that they will get what they want, more of what they want out of what you're doing, which you're kind of going in the right direction by telling him he can be rivaling Taurus Great Hunter.
Then he kind of just stopped caring about that.
He lost pretty
thought we
badly in
stopped
the
caring.
arena against Taurus, didn't he?
I thought we could just call
Yeah.
him Taurus, not even the Great Hunter.
Like, he thought for sure he'd win, and he lost bad.
So you just gotta get him to be like, think of how many more women you can have sex with and how much more food you can buy with the glory and fame and riches if you were to be as great as Taurus Great Hunter.
The partial problem with that is that, like, I also want him to, like, fight for freedom, which is difficult, because he seems very self-interested.
The first person you talk to might not always be, the one for the job, right?
True. I just didn't want to waste the... I wasn't sure how you got this guy, so I didn't want to feel like I was, like, wasting a potential opportunity.
Quick Windsor's a well-known character. He always gets involved. He's always the star of the show. He's always causing trouble that other people have to clean up.
You guys are in the gladiator. What about? What did I miss? I missed gladiator pits. What?
Yeah, you guys are in Tyr now.
We've been
Everybody's teleported back to town, so you're in town for the day.
We're
We
doing
getting
some
downtime?
stalling RP.
Well, you don't have time for downtime.
Yeah, I'm looking
You're
for-
like really being encouraged to immediately continue your mission, but like they're not gonna they're not going to harass you about spending 1 day in town. So that is
Just
that is today.
resupply.
Do we get any money from our journeys? Did we do anything?
You might have missed
We-
it, but I think you were given money. What was it, like 10 gold? You were given a bag of money by Sadira for
Oh, yeah.
expenses.
How much did we get?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the money from Hamer for a minute.
Oh, I got 10
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how's that noble thing going? Have a day.
Sadira, she talked to Aegis, and he has a cousin. You're gonna love her. She's a little overweight, but she carries the name. Wink, nudge, nudge. You ready to get married there, champ?
Why are you saying it's like it's a bad thing?
More quotation marks.
Listen,
Taking one for the team.
I'm doing what now?
They have
I gotta be
arranged.
honest.
They have arranged a distant cousin of the Astocles family that carries the name. And if you marry her, then you will be an official noble of Tyr that carries the name Astocles.
You're only bringing up the upsides, but I'm a bit worried now. Kind of sounds
Maybe
like
go
you're
on a
trying
date
to,
with her, see how it goes.
I was kind of. I didn't know I was gonna have to get married at first. I was cool, but you're making it sound bad. Making it. Sound...
Oh, yeah.
Well, I
She might
might-
have a big personality.
Arranged marriages are pretty much how it's done among the nobility. Different families will bargain off their sons and daughters into marriages, arranged marriages with other noble houses in order to secure sort of like a connection between the houses to make sure that there's not too much rivalry.
That sounds rather horrible.
It's very Game of Thrones.
Never. Is Game of Thrones good?
Yeah. Well, the early parts anyway. Say up to about season 6.
Last season was so terrible.
Yeah, you just skip that last one altogether. Fuck that one. I'm kind of hopeful that Martin will finish the book, and then they'll HBO will be like, all right, forget what we did before. We're gonna redo it with a whole bunch of new money based on the actual events of the book that wasn't done at the time. They'll just change everything.
Ninja.
What's up?
Maybe it was a bad idea. Yeah.
Are psionic or magic tattoos worth it?
It is like a scroll, so if you want to be able to just cast a spell, sure.
Is it a one-time use thing?
Yeah.
Tattoos that just fade after. Oh man. Is there like a limit to what type of spell I can have a tattoo of?
No, but you're limited by how much skin you've got, right? So you can only have like one tattoo on your upper arm, one tattoo on your forearm, one tattoo on your chest. Yeah, so like you run out of body space if you've got like 100 of them.
Is there like a table where I can look at the prices for these, or is it just?
I linked the shop, and if you go to Psionic Arosta the Old, he's got a handful of tattoos available.
Huh? Wait, where is?
It's in the tier tab. It's on line 192. Arosto carries a crawling tattoo of Counterspell, Dispel Magic, Calm Emotions, Detect Thoughts, Shield, and Witch Bolt. Can't go wrong with a tattoo of Shield, being able to just like not get hit by an attack for 50 CP can be very worthwhile. My god, Tara, that's so loud. You're breaking my ears.
Oh, sorry.
Mind reading, you already got someone who can do that. Detect thoughts, got someone who can do that. Calm emotions, he knows that too. I already know the spell map. What about counter? What's with that?
Counterspell's a good one. Some wizard throws a spell at you, you counter it immediately.
Like I only get a tattoo for each one for each limb, right?
Well, you could get like 2 per limb. I think there's like a upper leg, upper arm, lower arm, stuff like that. So it's like 2 per limb, front and back torso, face.
How many can I fit on my torso?
Probably just 1 on the front, 1 on the back.
Okay.
It's also supposed to be like the level of the spell determines how much space it takes. So like counter spell being a pretty high level spell, it's probably going to be like a big torso, like a Yakuza shirt or something like that.
Wait, counter spell? Is that a 3rd level spell?
Yeah. And then something minor like Witch Bolt or Shield, that could be just like on your hand or on your forearm or something.
Does he know those? Oh yes, he does.
You don't have to know the spell yourself to cast it, right?
Nah, it's based on the spells that Orosto can cast. Those are the ones he can make tattoos of.
Do the tattoos like regenerate, or do you like use them once and it's like boom, they're gone?
You use them once and they're gone.
Oh.
I have an item that can dispel magic, but yeah, it's like a 1 per day thing.
How much would it cast to get like just 1 9th level counter spell tattooed on me?
No, he can't do a 9th level counterspell.
What's the highest he can go to?
He's only a 6th level Scion.
Oh man, I was gonna like pay full price for like one, just to like one big one.
See, Orosto's got a history in the gladiatorial arena. He's only spent half of his life on psionics. He's a grizzled fighter with the scars to prove it.
Does he know anyone who can do this?
If you need powerful psionic items, you might try Chesia at the School of Thought in the Noble District.
I have a favor from her. Hold on. In my notes, Thomas, Gorlin, Bilbis, Gilmus, Hank, Rakti, Graham. What was her name?
Chesia.
Yep, I have a favor from her. I have a contact. Lady Chesia from the School of Thought, right above Warden of the King's Garden, Falstag, Baru of the Mines, and Miss Beatrice from the Hall of Record.
Chesia is like a pure 14th level Scion. She can cast pretty high level spells. What's that, like 5th level? 5th level spells at level 14? Or is it 6th? It might be 6th even.
Well, 6th level counter spell. What would that be able to dispel?
Let's see, at level 14... 7th level. Oh yeah, Chesia can put some pretty high level spells into a tattoo. However, the price would get ridiculous. It's already 750 at 3rd level.
750 ceramic pieces?
Yeah.
How much is that in gold? Calculation time.
7.5 gold.
And for a 7th level spell?
I don't even know.
If it's a 3rd level spell itself.
It's based
Prices
on the cost of scrolls. 5e scroll cost table. Look that up. Oops, something went wrong. The hell?
Wait, where's Joe?
He said he couldn't be here this week, so he's not gonna make it. Let's see, a 7th level spell would cost you 38,000 ceramic pieces.
So 38 gold?
380 gold. Yeah, 7th level spells don't come cheap.
You sure?
Now, I'll tell you there's a considerable markup there. You can decrease that cost if you're real friendly with the NPC selling the item. So, like, you're looking at, like, a 50% markup. If you're real friendly, you can get the base price, which would still be, like, 25,000 ceramic pieces, which is 250 gold.
There's no possible way I can get this for free, huh?
Chessia owes you
No,
a
this isn't
favor,
One
but
Piece.
not a 7th level favor. The amount of resources that would go into that would be prohibitive. Talking a lot of very expensive magic ink to make that tattoo.
All right, I just 750.
I think for about 36 gold you could get a 4th level. Or 37. Something like that.
And what level spell would I be able to counter spell?
A 4th level counter spell. I think it starts at 3rd level. So, like, it should be able to do 4th level spells if you're casting it as a 4th level spell. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell of 4th level or higher, the end of the spell has no effect if its level is less than or equal to the level of the spell slot you used. Okay, so that's pretty strong. It gets a save over 4th level. So a 5th level spell would get a save. But a 4th level, if your counter spell is 4th level, a 4th level spell would just be negated.
Okay, I'll just get 2 base level counter spell tattoos on my left arm.
Yeah, those can blink out like a lightning bolt or a fireball or something. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, so that's 14 gold.
And you can still use them on higher level spells, but there is a chance they won't work. And those were 750.
So 7 gold.
7 gold and 5 silver.
And for 2 of them, that is
14 gold.
What do I put that on my character sheet?
Or no, 15 gold. Yeah. Just put it in your items. It's an item like any other, and it just goes on that body part. Just make a note of where it's at. Keep in mind, when you cast it, you do have to be able to touch that body part. So if you're putting it on your butt, you're going to have to take your pants down to cast it.
Okay, that is everything.
That'd be funny, like you're like a rogue that's got some spell tattoos. You have it tattooed on your dick, so when you get arrested, the cops are like, "Why is he grabbing his crotch?" And then he just like turns invisible and runs away. It's like they search you, but they didn't find that one. Or you get the tattoo like on your shaved bald head, and then you grow your hair in, so it's hidden under your hair.
That's not bad.
Concealable tattoos.
Wait, am I wait, Ninja?
What's up?
Is the becoming a noble thing happening today, or do I have time?
It's being arranged. You don't have to do it today.
Okay.
You can do that when you return. There's no rush. But if you want to be a noble, you have to go through with it.
You're wording this like I'm gonna regret it.
You haven't even met her. You ever play the game Fable?
No, but I know everyone I know has.
There's a plot point in Fable where you can marry the noble lady, and then you can like get her killed and inherit her house and all of her riches and stuff. It's like
Get what you're saying here.
a pretty popular thing to do in that game. If you're having
I get it.
the evil playthrough.
You're not advising me to do it. I get it. Wait, that's that.
I'm just saying that's the thing that's been done in games. Then again, maybe she doesn't like you and she has assassins kill you because you're a bad husband.
That one. That one.
All right. Is anybody doing any shopping? I generated this whole shopping list. It's full of NPCs with interesting things.
I would like to buy a winged elephant artifact.
Well, if you go to the merchant district and you search around, you'll eventually be led to a woman who practices the magic of air, named Windcaller Talia. You want to go talk to Windcaller Talia?
Yes.
She's got a shop. It's
Well,
a shop that goes by the name The Flying
Keep
Carpet.
talking, I just need to turn off the TV downstairs.
So, Windcaller Talia is a female human with dark skin and piercing blue eyes. She wears flowing robes adorned with... Oh my god. Oh my god, so loud.
I said I need to turn off the TV.
Yeah, it was a loud
You
TV.
mute yourself before doing that.
Wait, Long's here. Creus, are you here?
Yes, I've been here.
Is he Creus?
What?
Oh, there you go. I was wondering if you were here or not because you were like unbelievably quiet.
In the Bazaar of Tyr, you can find the shop, The Flying Carpet. It's full of magical items that harness the power of air and wind.
Excellent. I look for one with an elephant symbol.
Ah. You look over her wares. She shows you a fluted staff with the power to control wind. She shows you an elven spear, also imbued with the power of wind. Can create gusts of wind. She shows you an elm club. It does a shocking strike, crackles with lightning. And she shows you a Karoo leather armor. She says this armor is imbued with the power of the desert sandstorm. None of them bear the mark of the elephant.
So, well, tell me if anything you find does.
She's curious why you ask about this elephant.
I will explain the religion of the winged elephant.
Hmm. She'll tell you she has often prayed to a being she would call Akadi, her goddess of air. Is it similar?
That depends. What's Akadi about?
Well, it's just wind. It's like a wind elemental goddess.
Oh, well then, yeah, sure.
Well, she'll tell you she's interested in gathering rare components for making powerful magical items that will allow her to fly. Can you help her acquire these items?
Alright, sure. Like what?
Well, like she said, anything that enables you to fly. Items of fly, winged boots, magic fruits of fly, things of that nature.
Aside from things I don't want to give up, I don't have anything like that.
Like the actual flying carpet.
Yeah, but I want that. It's
I
mine.
know.
Got some fruits.
Well, something to keep in mind. Windcaller Talia will give you steep discounts if you can help her out by finding such items.
Noted. I don't know, someone else's turn.
Can I do stuff?
Yeah.
While Sia and Tor and Ringside were with Sadira, and there was a little bit of time before I could go back and collect Morg and Taurus and the vendor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wanted to go into the blacksmith in the shrine and meet with the blacksmith.
All right. He looks over your facilities and he says, I'll need to make some changes. I'm particular about my workshop and my implements. How hot can this forge get? Needs to get really hot for some of the enchantments I lay into them.
You have the eternal flame you can use.
Okay. He's very interested in the eternal flame. He's interested in the lantern that you showed off.
Yeah, I have something interesting you might want to see. And I'll pull out the lantern, and I will summon the Ifriti.
All right. His eyes widen. A mighty Ifrit. He lets out a prayer to the god of flame.
I wouldn't pray to the Lord of Flame on this. This is a capture. This is a captive of mine.
It
was
sounds
trying-
like a bad idea.
He was trying to attack us, and we captured him. He owes us a favor for his freedom. What is the Efreet doing? Is there somebody cutting wood in the background?
Taro's whittling.
Oh, sorry. Just mute myself for a bit.
What is the Efreeti doing?
Sulking.
How much is freedom worth for you?
He would very much like to be set free.
You're gonna have to make me a nice favor if you want me to liberate you, especially after trying to kill us or capture us for slavery.
Oh, I had a list for that, right? What did I do with that list?
That was an old vending list.
It's like the Ifrit was gonna offer items to you over a period of time. After he would offer you something, and then you said no, and then some time would pass, and he would offer you something, and you would say no. So I was gonna look for the list and find out what his next thing is. But yeah, since I don't have the list at hand, let's just say that he makes an offer to you, but it's not really worth it, and so you probably reject it.
I have a request. Maybe you can grant it to me. And I take out of my pack the skin from the wyvern, the fire wyvern.
Yeah.
And it has the blacksmith. Could you make me a full set of armor with this?
Of course. I am a tremendously great blacksmith. I'll make it masterwork quality without a hitch.
Well, this is exceptional material that just cannot be ruined. You don't find one of these creatures very often. And you, the Ifriti, could you do me a favor? I could grant you your wish of freedom. I'd like you to help this Grand Master Smith to enchant this armor and and to add some enchantment to my lantern. One day I wish to go to the elemental world of flames to see the city of brass myself with my companions, and I'd like to gain immunity to that environment.
For yourself by wearing the armor.
But my group will burn to death.
What?
Sounds good to me. All right, I'll agree to that pact.
What?
Could you... Carol, please. Could you enchant this lantern to make it that everybody that is in the area that is illuminated gain the immunity to the heat and the flames?
He frowns and he says, I was looking forward to your friends burning. I suppose so. If it means my freedom, I suppose.
And the table crashed, I think. Do you need anything to make this happen, or...?
You have provided all the materials. And the Ifrit says, my magic is more than enough. I think they've got it. The blacksmith, he is very confident in his own skills. And the Ifriti's power is unknown, but tremendous.
What's he doing?
He's having a tremendously powerful blacksmith
So what are they allegedly doing?
cleric make an armor, using an Ifrit to power it, to enchant it.
And to enchant the lantern so I can have the group protect against heat and flames.
Fireproof radiance.
Sorry about that crash.
Yes.
So he's basically making it possible so everybody can follow him into the plane of fire, into the city of brass at some point, without, immediately bursting into flames.
He can do that.
It's gonna take probably many, many, many weeks of crafting, though.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna leave all that stuff behind for them to work on that. And then when we come back, I'll have a set of armor and we'll have the enchantment done on the lantern as well.
It's probably going to take at least as long as Taurus's armor is.
Yeah, if not longer.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm good for now. I'm pretty well set. I'm gonna leave them there. Oh yeah, and I tell the blacksmith I will be looking for some resources. We need access to iron and other materials from the city. I'll see if I can get some deals so we can actually get better prices on the material for you to work with.
The blacksmith says, I heard Tyr has the only iron mine in the land. It should be easy to get.
The merchants are a little tricky to deal with. But maybe some people in iron levels in the sea might be able to give us some favors.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to talk to the guards. I might be able to sign a deal with them. Might be able to get us some business.
You want to talk to the master of the Templars?
Yes, if possible.
All right. You go to the Templars district. You find the Templars. You meet with the lead Templar when he's got time. He makes time for one of the heroes of Tyr, the master of the Fire Temple, who has shown up at his doorstep. So you don't have to wait too long. And he's going to ask what you need. How can he help?
I just brought a fantastic blacksmith into the city. And I would like to sign a deal with the Templars. I would like you to buy my weapons. And
he's going to say metal weapons for the Templars? Our obsidian weapons are quite capable, and upgrading to iron would be prohibitively expensive, wouldn't it?
Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be iron, but they could be enchanted with magic of fire.
Ah, yes. Obsidian weapons with a flame enchantment would be an advantage.
And maybe for your officers, they can have iron if they want.
I like this plan. Since we lost our powers when Kalik died, we have been at something of a disadvantage against the Shadow.
I can make you a gift for a deal if you want. A symbol.
Yeah.
And I give him the copper oak hatchet. It's your first fire weapon.
All right. He'll take your sample.
I'll give him that. And all you have to do is to go to the temple or reach for me. And someone will be able to help you. The blacksmith there is more than capable of helping you and enchanting these weapons.
All right. Made a note about it.
And who would you go and talk to for hiring in the city?
He tells you there's in the Templar district there is one Templar who is like the master of the iron mines and all of the deals between the city states about where the iron is going and how much is being mined and all the paperwork about the iron mine of Tyr. It all flows through his office and he makes the final decisions when it comes to that.
If we do weapons for you and we give you a good deal, do you think that you could put a word for us? So we can purchase iron at maybe a better price or have access to iron as we need?
Iron is Tyr's export, so we're already making money exporting it to the other city-states, and if you could craft it into product that we could sell at a higher value than its intrinsic value of just being a metal item, that would be an advantage. Greater profits, but the amount of work, I mean, I'm surely your skilled craftsmen will be doing other things.
Also, you need people who can actually buy it.
No, I know. Okay, but it's nice to know at least who the contact is when we need.
Yeah.
And
I also
then
wanted to mention to you that there are pilgrims that came to the Fire Temple from Draj, Balak, Altaruk, and Nibene.
Oh, yeah.
So I checked all of the city-states. You visited several. After the destruction in Nibene, you made a lot of contacts there, and a certain number of the Nibene refugees have come through here through the temple as pilgrims. Some of the fire priests that were encountered, they also wound up traveling there at some point. From Altaruk, from Oren's hometown, some travelers come from there as well. And Balak, the people of Balak, they're very much like Greeks. So you've got people in togas, very like Italian-looking people. And the people of Draj, you already had a bunch of pilgrims from Draj previously. They're sort of Aztec in style.
Yeah.
And so all of these mixing cultures are all gathering at the Fire Temple. So it's sort of a cultural exchange between the different city-states going on there.
In Nimine, well, in Nimine we know that they have a shrine over there too, and we fought with them. So
Yeah, and that's why they've been traveling here to see the wonders of the temple you talked about when you were there.
Taurus. Not Taurus. Mord.
Yes.
I'm so used to him being the resident buff guy. Are you like fighting someone in the gladiator pits? Or this is just a question.
I am not. I was catching up with the gladiators and also seeing if they had any new beasts in the arena pit.
Okay.
I do want to go to the shops and see if I can possibly get a transforming weapon that can work with my druid wild shaping. I will go to the Steel Edge and ask if they have any magical weapons of that nature.
I don't think they
transform.
do. What does he got? He's got a Mace of Sundering, an Alhaluk of Thunderstrike, a Thraxbone Cabone.
Could you make one, though, if you don't have one?
He doesn't know that
You work
enchantment. He has no knowledge of druidic magic. He wouldn't be able to work it out. He doesn't think that it's possible, even based on what he knows. But perhaps if you found a powerful druid, and he'll tell you a tale about a deep, deep pit somewhere out east. Out by Uruk, where there's said to be a powerful druid that controls a valley. And maybe if you seek a powerful druidic enchantment, you might need to talk to a powerful druid about that.
Okay. I will... That might be a ways away, so I will try...
Oh, also,
inquiring
the
of it.
druid he's talking about is incredibly protective of his oasis and murders anybody that goes there.
I will try to ask Ringside if he can send a message to someone can you send messages to someone you don't know personally?
You're muted there, Ringside.
He's also deafened.
He can't even hear the question.
Oh no. Oh no.
Never mind. I'll ask later.
I don't think he can. I think there are some limitations on his mind connection.
Hmm.
It's like one mile per modifier on his charisma, I think, and then it's like only for a number of minutes. So that one wouldn't do the trick. Maybe he's got something else.
Okay. I thought there was like a message spell that's like those. It could go pretty much anywhere and just had like a 25 word limit or something.
Hmm.
Does anyone else have something else to do in this city?
Yes. I have two. Well, one is a question. Is there anywhere I can like invest my money in and like try to get money back? What about a merchant house?
It's too bad that Joe isn't here. He would tell you that he has plans to open a gem mine, and if you want to invest with him in starting his gem mine, there's going to be a lot of money in that.
Is this gonna be the same mines where the iron stuff is, or is this like a new place?
It's going to be in the mountains to the north. He's going to look for a dig site where there's going to be like a vein of gemstones. He's going to have hirelings go there and construct the mine itself, going down into the earth, and then he's going to have as his downtime thing running a business where it just generates gems. And it will just randomly roll them on a table, and he'll get so many gems every so often, and randomly those could be incredibly valuable gems. So there will probably be some profit from a gem mine.
How much is he asking me to invest?
But the initial investment, he needs a lot of money up front, and then it's going to take a certain amount of time to construct the mine. And in order to construct it, he also needs to find a site. So I think if he was here this week, what he was going to do is he was going to go to the Templar district, and he was going to look for the Templar that's in charge of the mining throughout the region, like the iron mine. But then he was going to ask if they had a parcel of land that was known to be like rich in gemstones or something like that, a place that had been checked out previously, and then he could like buy it from them and build on it or something like that.
It sounds like it would take forever to get my money back.
Yes. It's
like
a long-term investment.
Is it like a quicker place?
You could go to the arena and gamble on one of the upcoming arena fights. That would be your quickest way to turn around some money, but there's a chance you'll lose your money.
Is that happening like today?
The arena is open just about every day. They'll usually pit some of the gladiators against an interesting creature fight, or some of them will fight each other in a friendly match, not to the death. Rarely do they fight to the death anymore now that slavery is outlawed. Everybody does it for sport mostly, unless they're fighting an animal.
Can I ask some of my contacts in a better way before I settle on gambling? I want to ask around. You want the list of the people, or?
Well, if you go to your Veiled Alliance contacts, they'll provide you with pretty much as much money as you need within reason.
Oh.
As long as like you can explain to them that you need this for the job.
Gotcha. I was just gonna like get the money and then figure out what to do with it after, because right now my pockets are looking a bit dry comparatively. I'll settle on gambling for now. Is there a fight I can bet on now?
Sure. Yeah, you can go to the arena anytime.
Hey, where's my figurine? Where's my figurine? Morg, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you in there. Morg. Oh no, long left. No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I don't know why I disconnected from the table.
Morg, are you down to help me run a scam?
Oh.
You're a gladiator, right?
Depends who we're scamming.
Wait, where's my
Wait, what are we doing?
Wait, Ninja, where's the figurine at?
It should be near your section of the table, like right in front of it.
I checked, but it's
Or if not there, it's is it over here on the flying carpet? No, I don't see it.
I mean, Saul, you know me.
Oh, here it is.
We're
Here it
about
is.
to
Here it is. All right, into the arena you go.
we're about to install Hamer as a merchant. That's like the biggest scam ever.
I mean, I'm
what
talking
kind of
about
scam
like
we talking?
a scam in the gladiatorial, like a rigged fight.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's where you draw the line. We're
Me
introducing
and the gladiators are homies. We don't fudge our fights. You're going against honor now. That's kind of messed up.
honor.
I hate you all.
I are.
Don't
We're-
freaking look at me. I have nothing to do with this.
We're perfectly fine with tainting the city, but tainting the gladiatorial arena is where we draw the line. I was just thinking,
There's gotta be something.
I was just thinking, like you talk to the gladiators a lot. They know you, right? You guys go a bit back. Right?
Yeah, I would say so. We fought together. We slept together. We ate together.
What?
Not
Yeah.
not. We didn't sleep together
Not
like
in a
that.
large sense.
Don't be weird, Saul.
Oh, okay. Phew. For what no offense.
I need to throw some more quotation marks.
No offense if you swing that way more. No offense. But do you know anything about the upcoming fight today?
Yes, there are fights every day at the Gladiatorial Stadium. Why?
I was just thinking I need to get a lot of money, so bet on fights, get money back.
All right. If you're near the arena, there are flyers up, and the flyers declare. Well, I guess nobody can read, right? So these are more like these are
Pictures.
painted posters, a visual flyer, basically. So you can see the verses, right? And they'll just change the picture. So on the left, Morg, you will recognize an artistic rendition of Neela, Neva, and she's an 8th level fighter. You know she is a powerful gladiator, a strong combatant, and it shows her riding a mighty war Crodlu. And the other poster is a crude drawing of a grotesque id fiend, an enormous lizard with mind powers, a CR5 creature. So, determined, do you think an 8th level fighter can defeat a CR5 monster in single combat while riding a war Crodlu?
I believe so. It doesn't seem too hard.
What are most people betting on?
There's no way to know. The betting is secret.
Oh.
I have no idea how
Are there any odds listed?
2-1. Everybody expects Neva to win. She's powerful.
CR5 monster. Can monsters get bardic inspiration?
Oh my god.
No, I don't think
It's
so.
a fight to the death.
Like, can you like apply buffs to monsters?
Yeah, an id fiend is a dangerous creature. It's possible it could kill her.
Like, what if I cast invisible and fly and like cheat during the like?
I don't know if I want my fellow gladiators to die over your bet.
Don't worry. I'm just investing everything I have.
Yeah, I'd rather you be broke. We still have money in the party. You can be broke.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. I've been broke for a while. Of course, I've given all my money to my family pretty much, or bought one big magic item here and there.
So
And then
if I were to,
and then
sorry.
the item gets dissolved by a dragon. So
If I were to bet all my money on the monster, how much would I possibly get back?
2-1 odds. So 2-1. What do you have? 10 gold?
You want how much I'm betting?
Yeah. How much money have you got to bet?
How much?
I leave Soul side and I just go up into the stands waiting to watch the arena because I don't want anything to do with the scam.
How much is 80 silver worth in gold?
8.
8 gold?
Yeah.
That is not as much as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Huh. At the same time, 8th level fighter, CR5. What's the name of the monster again?
An Id Fiend. The Id Fiend is a psionic predator whose greatest weapon is its ability to draw images of its victims' fears from their minds. It looks like a large lizard in appearance. It has a large, thick, stocky body supported by 4 muscular legs. All of its legs end in 4 clawed digits, 3 pointing forward and 1 backward. The torso of the Id Fiend usually ranges from 3 to 4 feet in length, ending in a long, tapering tail. Its skin has tough, leather-like texture, varying in color from light brown and tan, found on specimens encountered in the desert, to a dark olive green, found on specimens encountered in forests and jungles.
Hmm. Should I play it safe or should I cheat? Hmm. You know what? I'll play it safe. I'll play some 10 gold on what's her name?
All right. You bet on Neva?
Yep, 10 gold on Neva.
Yeah, okay. It's a good bet. You end up a little bit richer with 15 gold.
How much would I have made if I bet on the monster?
Oh, you would have lost your money.
But if he won,
If he had won, you would have gotten 20 gold.
Is there only one fight a day?
Yeah, this is today's event. Aside from this, there's only some sort of demonstrations of strength, like strongmen and athleticism, people that are like riding athletically and doing all sorts of acrobatics from horse to horse, things like that, or from Crodlu to Crodlu, I should say.
Morg, I'm gonna need you to get in their next fight.
I'm just watching the activities and cheering for the people performing them.
I mean, like, are you? Can you be a gladiator still? I mean, like at any time, could you just walk in and say, "I want to fight again"?
He could.
Would that be unfair? I mean,
The promoters here would be happy to have any hero of tier, and General Morg, that would certainly be a draw for the crowd.
yeah, but a lot of people are gonna bet on him. I need people to bet against them, so I could bet on him and make a lot of money.
You want him to throw the fight and just like lose?
Would he do that though?
Oh,
Throw your reputation as a gladiator in the dirt, Morg. Do it for money.
I am no sellout.
What about a buyout?
Would I have to
Wait.
catch wind of any of this?
What does that mean?
And you guys are welcome to be wherever you want to be when you're traveling together.
I have to think of another way to make money because this is too slow.
Are we?
How about you go get a job? How about that way of making money?
Is it possible to do something?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you just get married and become a lord? Maybe we'll get rich that way.
I got a few things. I'm gonna go to
Get
Satira
married into
after.
some money.
All right.
You know, I've got things that I wouldn't mind doing for money.
That's a good idea.
Phrase it like that.
How about we get Hamer set up and we can get some money, or
These are like really long-term investments, though.
Look, Hamer can find his own contracts. I feel like, now, okay, I did want to ask this again. Which houses are operating in tier again? I have this written down.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally ready for this. See, we got Merchant House Inica. They deal in small goods, gems, spices, nuts, feathers, not contraband. They have a reputation for being efficient. They have fast kank riders, very few enemies. Then you have Merchant House McKay. You've had some dealings with them, like Trenbull. He was House McKay. They're based out of Rom. They trade in metals, food, weapons, obsidian. They've been weakened by attacks and raids. They're often hiring new agents because they need to bolster their numbers. Then you have
Okay,
Merchant House.
One thing.
Yeah.
Pause. Should I be furious with typing this down, or are you going to, after you say it, put it in Discord?
Yeah, I can throw it in Discord as well.
Okay.
Then you got Merchant House Ianto. They used to trade iron, silk, and fabrics. They vacated during a revolution and the closing of the iron mine,
Wait,
so
wait.
Ianto has not returned.
Hold on. Iron trade. I thought that was. Did I lose you? We lost somebody else. But wasn't that Tyr that sold iron?
Tyr sold iron, then the iron mines were temporarily shut down, and then there was a war. During all of that, House Ianto shut down. They couldn't operate in the city during that time. Now that the iron mines have been reopened for a while, some of their agents are trying to weasel their way back in, but they haven't made any inroads yet. So that's
But on that point, we're still kind of like the go-to people for iron in the tablelands, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. Thank you.
Then you got Merchant House Sham. They come from Nibene. Nibene took a hard hit. They trade in obsidian, rice, water, food, art, and weapons, but their output has been drastically reduced by the disaster. So they're kind of hurting. They're in poor shape. They're also kind of mismanaged. Then you have Merchant House Stell. They're based in Uruk. They trade in iron, ceramics, weapons, black market, stolen cargo, slaves, but only outside of Tyr.
That's the one.
They're known to be aggressive and militaristic.
House Stell. That was my target.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But okay, I'll let you finish though. I'm gonna let you finish. Was there any else we need to worry about, or?
Probably
I mean,
House Salaxa.
You're gonna say Salaxa. Salaxa's here?
House Salaxa is represented here. They are from the city-state of Draj. They trade in hemp and grain, and they're known for being some of the most ruthless cutthroat bastards.
Right, but wait, they truck in grain?
Yeah.
How can they be ruthless with that? What do they murder their competitors or what?
They do murder their competitors. They are friendly with House Stell, though. So House Stell and House Salaxa, they are cool with each other, but they both fuck over the other houses.
Well, that's who I want to... Look.
So imagine, like, you know how there's big monopolies, but there's also, like, big duopolies. So you have Coke and Pepsi. So they are like the Coke and Pepsi, the big evil corporations that both kind of do the same evil shit.
Okay, so this is what I want to do. Shit. We're in Uruk right now. So, or we're not in Uruk. We're in Tyr, and they're not going past Tyr to the west over the mountains, are they?
No.
Like, there's no trade routes that would be that way. So I kind of missed my chance, actually. What I wanted to do was just some petty murder. But I don't want to make it drawn to Tyr. So if I murder them in Tyr, it's just like, okay, well, Tyr's a bad place, and here we go, we should stop doing business there. That's great, but I also don't want to start, an actual war with Tyr versus Uruk. That'll go badly because Hamanu will slap us around. So.
We've also got House Vorden and House Wavir.
Wavir! That was the one. That's the one that killed my brother. Okay.
They're based in Bellic.
Yeah, they're based in Bellic, but I'm going to do something naughty to them today.
All right.
We can talk on the side. We had enough limelight time for me, but I feel the need to do something while I'm passing through. Maybe I won't kill anybody, actually, because I don't really want to go for...
Are you going to give Hamer a hit list for those 3 merchant houses?
That is going to be something we're going to be talking about. But, well, actually, I guess that's now. Well, okay, as far as Hamir is concerned, this is what I keep my talking with Hamir brief, because I kind of don't stomach the guy very well. But, I'd like the Hamer. I would like the majority of your contracts, if you see fit. If you see fit, I want you to see fit to be security and mercenary contracts. But when you are being hired by House Salaxa, House Stell, or House Wavir, feel free to cut from the top, do a bad job of defending them. You know, accidents could happen. Uh, these people, House Wavir killed my brother uh, when I was growing up, and I will be frank and say that I have a vendetta against them. Um, but that's more for me. I also have a problem with Hamanu, and so House Stell. Heck, I might help you out with one of those uh, missions and contracts at some point when we're not trying to save the world with the psionic wave. But do you agree? I guess is what I should say is that you have a legitimate mercenary security contracting. It seems to be the main export that you have is manpower and guards.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the pirates. We're going to equip them like merchant guards, caravan guards. We're going to try to get them work with these houses, Salaxa, Wavir, Stell.
Aye.
Once they get in, they're going to see what they can find out. Initially, information gathering. No crime. But eventually, if we can find an opportunity, what we're going to do is we're going to see what we can get away with. Perhaps some of their cargo gets lost.
I would be interested to work with you in this information. I want to know the movements of some of the higher ups in House Revere. That would be information valuable to me.
We'll try to gather information.
Good hunting.
Okay. I've made notes about all that. That's what his people are going to be up to.
Was that?
Orin, would you like to accompany me with
Wait a minute,
containers
hold on.
here?
One
Yes.
more thing. I'm sorry, before we leave off of me. I have a note here. Hamano doesn't like Merchant House Stell. What the heck? I thought that was the Uric house.
It's possible he doesn't like them because they're a competing power within the city. They might oppose him on certain things.
What? Oh, dang.
It wouldn't be the
Now
first
I'm
time that the kings and the merchant lords were butting heads, you know? When you're a merchant lord, you wield a lot of power just because of the mercantilism, because the money that flows through your organization. That's how, like, corporations rival governments these days.
So, I might not actually want to be taking down House Stella Peg because they keep Hamano in check.
Maybe.
Okay.
They could be a thorn in his side, and that's why he doesn't like them.
Okay.
Are
I'm
you,
gonna
are
leave
you
that alone.
keeping around unnecessary evil? Is that what's going on?
Look, my main beef is with House Wavir. Vengeance will be mine. But for now, I mean, whatever keeps Hamanu's insane head off of our backs is helpful to us right now.
Also, if you didn't catch it earlier, I mentioned to Creus that in his temple, when you arrived there, you would have noticed that there are some people from your hometown of Alteruk there that made a pilgrimage to the Fire Temple. And you'll recognize them by their accents and their clothing.
Oh, well, I noticed you're saying.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
can recognize people from your own civilization pretty easily.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
It's the hot spot. Can I talk to Sadir?
Okay.
I'll go and see her.
She's very hastily making arrangements with a number of people when you come in. She's talking to a seamstress and a tailor and they're hastily making a flowing pink wedding dress for a rather hefty woman. She's quite tall, and she's probably like 300 pounds, built kind of like a linebacker. She's got a bit of a skin problem and a lazy eye, but like they're making her look really nice in this dress.
Oh my! I said, do you need some? Do you need any ink for your all of the fabrics? I have these flowers here.
Some inks? Sure. Yeah, like they're interested in anything that'll jazz up this blushing bride.
Yeah,
Wait, what's going on? Wait.
I got these.
Minor illusion.
I got the purple gorge, purple plants. You know, the field.
Wait, what was wrong with her?
You're not even there. You didn't hear any of this.
I have, yeah, I have 7 of them. Maybe they can use that for ink. It says that it can be used for that. Dye. That can be used for dye. So that's my way to contribute to your wedding.
Purple dye.
Prius, is this for that one time I accidentally made like the bull creature run over you?
This is gonna last for you, the rest of your existence.
All right, she's gonna have a beautiful purple dress instead of a pink dress.
There you go. I asked Sadira, do you have a moment, a private moment?
She's very busy with these wedding plans, but she'll spare a moment. What's up?
Just to convince her, I pull just you know those large parchments that we got, that we found, talking about the filers.
She looks over
Tapestries.
the ancient tapestries. She casts her detect magic. She studies them for a few moments. She says, "This definitely adds up. When Kalik was defeated, he had many obsidian orbs within the pyramid. We confiscated them and brought them into the Golden Tower. So they're safely secured."
When we were in the chambers of the Sorcerer King of Hurrik, we noticed that he had many of them.
And she can see by these research scrolls that they're very important to the final transformation. And she nods in understanding, and she says, "This is important. This is very important. This is how they attained such heights of power with their psionics and their sorcery and their magic."
Well, I just wanted to show you this. We found that through our last travels to the Road of Flame.
She'll tell you the progression to greater power always requires some form of transformation. For herself, it's the sunlight makes her a Super Saiyan, but during the night she's just regular old Sadira. In your case, someday you'll become a mighty elemental.
I can't wait. I can feel it in my insides and the deepest part of my body. I wanted to ask you for a favor, and I don't know if you might know anyone that has some of these items, or somebody that could potentially use some of these items to fabricate me a belt that would make me strong.
Giant strength?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's doable.
I have the magical part for a beast Ed giant, 3 of them.
Huh. Excellent. Well, that's exactly what's needed. The essence of a giant.
Could you make more than one belt with that many material?
It would take considerable amounts of time. Crafting is not easy. It requires casting the magic into the item every day if you're unaware.
That's fine. I'm willing to pay, and I have other magical material that might help as well. I have some Cloud Ray leather, if that helps. I also have some blood of Fire Drake. I have the Fire Drake claws. I have Fire Drake tooth. I don't know if any of these kind of items might interest you. Or might be useful for the fabrication of these belts.
Sadira takes giant parts and cloud ray leather enough to make 2 belts. Hands them off to an enchanter. I'll have to determine how much time that's going to take later.
What would be the cost for your enchanters to work on this?
The problem is these people won't be able to do other things while they're crafting for you, and she could have put them to other tasks. So this is like not good for the movement because my resources and number of people that are working under me are quite limited. But if this is vital to your mission and your mission is vital to the survival of the Empire, then we'll put priority on it and you won't have to worry about the expense.
You sure? Okay. Well, I also have this staff that I never sold you. I was thinking about it and see if someone in my group might be interested. But I have the Fevel's Black Twisted Staff. I think you showed some interest in it.
You have the what now?
She takes the staff in her hands and looks it over.
The way you described it is like it gives a +2 to wizard spells.
She says, "There's a sense of wrongness in this object." She's going to call over an assistant of hers. And she'll say, "I know this pains you, but use your psionics on this object. Tell me what you know." The psionicist she calls over has a pained expression on their face from the strain of casting even a single second-level spell under the strain of the psionatrix effect. But they use 4 second-level spell slots to cast the spell Object Reading. And several minutes go by, and after learning about the previous owner of this object, they recount everything they can tell about Fevil, the defiler of Uruk. And so a surprising amount of information is revealed about Fevil, like almost like a full little biography about him and how terrible he was. He's just like a horrible, awful person that committed great atrocities, and often using this staff to cast his defiler magics. But it is a wizard staff, and it does make a wizard's magic more potent. So even though it's got the taint of evil on it, it is still a useful item.
Would you be interested in purchasing this weapon from me?
Yeah, she'll buy it off you.
How much would that be?
Yeah, whatever it's worth.
There's no price on it.
Oh.
I never got like a card. I just got the.
She offers you 50 gold for it.
I will take it.
All right.
Do you know anyone in the city that might be interested in these 2 silver goblets? They're worth 200 gold.
Silver is useful. She'll buy them off you.
Yeah?
Yep.
100 gold?
As an art object made of pure silver, I think you can get full price for them.
Okay, so 200. Okay. And anyone might be interested in some cloud ray meat, fresh, from my bag of holding.
Hey, will that attract more cloud rays?
She inspects the cloud ray meat. She crinkles up her nose and says, I don't like it. But then she'll cast some magic into it. Using some necromantic magic, the rottenness of the meat kind of like fades, and it seems to regain some of its like more like pinkish texture that it had before it started to turn kind of bluish green. She'll buy some of it off you.
I have 296 pounds.
I mean, you'd have to sell a lot of it to her at a really good discount.
Yeah, I'll sell her all of it at the best discount that she can give me.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not bargaining with it. I just want to kind of get rid of it.
She'll give you an additional 3 gold for it.
3 gold total?
Yeah.
For 300 pounds of cloudery meat?
Yeah. That spell that she cast, it only worked on like, I don't know, like 20 pounds of the meat. She'll have to cast it a lot. a lot.
You gotta hate the economy.
I'll give
You
her
can
20.
have infinite gold, but there's no one around who's got enough resources for you to spend it all.
I'll give her I'll give her 30 pounds for 3 gold. I guess I'll give her all. I'm done with
Ignore
it.
that.
I'm not gonna sell it.
She'll use it to feed the poor.
Yes. Oh, sorry, that happened.
There's a lot of poor ins here after the slave pen. What's going on with the slave pens now? Are those in use? Can I buy those?
There's people living in them.
Look, we've made a habit of holding feasts whenever we come back to town.
Yeah.
So there's a class of people called the dispossessed here. Let's see, the dispossessed. They're a neutral faction that includes the poor and the homeless. And many of them are living within the former slave pens. Even though they're not slaves, they just have nowhere else to go.
If they can't legally live there, if I were to buy it, would I have the right to kick them out?
Yes.
What? Okay.
Why would you do that?
I'm not there.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So,
it was just a general. It was just a general question. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'm
so-
not gonna do it.
I asked her, how long do you think these belts might be completed by?
I think it's like 10 weeks
What
per
if
belt
we
or something.
murdered all the orphans, though?
10 weeks per belt, so 20 weeks for the 2.
Yep. Well, one of them will get done after 10, and one of them will get done after another 10.
And
I
the
feel
armor,
like-
the armor. When do you think that would be finished?
25 weeks, so another 5 weeks after that.
Okay, so I could probably give the first belt to Taurus and then just wait for the second one and get the armor at the same time. Okay, I'm done with my my buying, and everybody gets 34 gold each, by the way.
Whoa.
Gold?
Thank you.
Yep. I sold the goblets and the staff and all that, so there's a bunch of money for everyone.
See, the trick is just finding a friendly buyer with a near infinite supply of money, and your problem is solved.
Oh,
No.
I got something I can sell. Wait, can I find some here?
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't gone anywhere. She just hangs out at the palace.
How many gold was it to upgrade the temple to the next level?
I'm not sure. Let's see, Stronghold Builder's Guide. It's probably like another 10 or 20,000. Actually, I think for the highest level, it's probably 50.
Like 50 gold?
Yeah, it gets pretty expensive for the highest level, I think.
I'm gonna pay for the 50 gold.
Well, 50
said
gold would be
34 gold?
5,000. I said like 50,000, so that's 500 gold.
Oh, 500 gold now. Forget about that.
Wait,
Yeah, I know. It's
Oh,
like,
and you said we
but
had
that's for like the most extreme high level. There might be like an intermediate level
An upgrade for what you said?
for the temple itself.
It's temple.
Oh.
Ninja.
Create,
Go ahead.
Create, you said we got 34 gold?
Yeah, 34 gold.
Okay.
Ninja.
Uh-huh.
I would like to sell Sadira this ancient bone scroll case with 3 scrolls inside. Only wizards can use.
Okay. She checks them over. She'll give you 5,000 ceramic pieces for it.
For each,
I don't know, for the whole thing, with all the scrolls.
a spell of create food and water, dispel magic, cure wounds, protection from an evil, hold person, and protection from poison.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I'd take that. Are you kidding me?
How much is 5,000 ceramic pieces in gold? Just
50.
Yeah. Hello.
hmm.
You're kidding, right?
Can I venture to go a bit higher?
No. She's already
No.
giving you a ridiculous amount of money for it.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Look, I'm not there. I gotta stop talking. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, Aegis is in the background counting his money like, oh my god, you're gonna bankrupt me, woman.
5,001 ceramic piece. We have a deal.
I have thrown the. I'm not there. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Can I get a reminder of who Sadira is to us? She's like the kind of running the city while we're gone.
The
or
middle
what?
line.
Sadira
Yeah.
is the sun priestess. She has the power of
right.
a sorcerer queen during the day. She is the leader of the Veiled Alliance. She is the girlfriend of Aegis of Asticles, the noble who bankrolled the revolution that led to the death of Calic at the very beginning of the game. She is a pivotal, big deal
Wanna be that
player.
guy around.
She personally, on her own, went and killed Abalak Ra, the sorcerer queen of Ram. That is her current greatest achievement that only just happened before she returned to Tyr.
I want to be that guy walking
Wait.
around saying, yeah, I knew Sadira before she was a guy.
You
Yep.
But you just said that Ram no longer has a sorcerer king.
Yeah, Sadira went in there and wiped the floor with her, using the
So-
power of the sun.
Now wait a minute. Ram is the city where Salaxa is based, right?
The place is in total civil war. The merchant lords are trying to take over the place, and they're at war with each other now that the sorcerer queen is out of the picture. So they're
If-
in full-blown civil war.
Okay.
2 hours from now, when you're about to win the game, it's like you're about to find out a bad time.
I kind of want to go over there and stir trouble up, but there's already trouble. But I look. There's so many things I want to do against the different houses. But we have a mission right now to Korganard. If Korganard is even still alive right now. It's been
It
weeks.
is very
since-
unlikely.
unlikely that Korganard is still alive.
Alright, I'm not keeping an eye on him.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Either dead or on a different plane of existence.
Yeah. It's,
Well,
Or
that
there's
not
magic
bode well.
blocking it.
But we have a plan to take the water chime to the was it dragon? What was it called again? I'm writing this down. Take the water hammer or the sound. The water hammer, wasn't it?
You have to take the water
Yeah,
hammer
water
to the Dragon's Crown Mountains to destroy the Cyanatrix.
I'm going to bring Hamer and the bag of 300 gold pieces to the. I believe I go over to the Golden City and find their our receptionist or whatever that deals with merchants.
Okay, there's
and
like
ask for
three.
advice for a merchant guild.
There's like 3 Templars that you got to talk to.
Okay.
So I think the first one's way back in the corner over here.
Ninja.
Man,
Can I talk her up to 5,100?
I don't know why it's grabbing both. I am sorry.
Can I am nowhere near Sia right now, right?
No.
5,100. Is that?
Slap him.
Not
Yeah, I
interested.
need your rules of persuasion. Come with me.
Okay, I'll take the original deal. 5,000 it is.
All right.
That's 50 gold, you say?
Yeah.
It's nice to finally get that out of my inventory slot. It's been sitting there collecting dust.
Where in the heck is the Dragon's Crown?
Ninja, do you want the or do you already have it, like the spells on the scroll, or is that not important now since he's probably not going to use them?
Yeah, I was trying not to waste too much time on it. Like, I could have looked at each spell and looked up how much it cost and then done a calculation, but don't have time
Would
for
I
that.
have done more that way or less?
It would have been worth way less if I actually calculated it.
Thank you. Where can I get a help on where the Dragon's Crown is? Because I'm looking around. I don't see that anywhere on here. Is it in the Tablelands even?
To get to the Dragon Crown Mountains, it is not in the Tablelands. You're gonna have to go northwest into the Ringing Mountains. You're gonna have to go straight up an almost vertical cliff, climbing all the way to the top. Then you're gonna, straight up a cliff, and then you're gonna go down into the forest ridge, and then across the Thrycreen Plains to the mountain, which is way off in the northwest, outside the Tablelands.
Holy crap.
It's as far to the northwest as you were, like, to the east when you went to the Fire Road.
Well, dang. That's gonna be pretty crazy.
It's a very difficult journey, and fortunately you can fly, so it's only going to be a tough climb for Taurus. He's just going to be exhausted climbing up this cliff like, oh, guys, wait for me, and you're just like on a flying carpet like, bye.
Can I cast fly on him?
Yeah, if you cast fly, he can do that for a while, but like we're talking, you're traveling for like 20 hours a day across a mountain range, and you can only fly for like an hour, right?
Oof.
So that's 19 hours of climbing and 1 hour of easy flying for him.
I believe in you.
So he'll have the hardest time. Everybody else will basically just relax on the way there.
Oh, so Uruk was north of us. Okay.
Yep, the whole trick at this point is all northwest. Northwest to Tyr, and then northwest to Dragon Crown.
As far as our iron mines, okay, one thing that I was talking about in Discord was that House Vor... Vordon. House Vordon is one of the primary iron traders here, but when the iron mines open, like, okay, some people get their jobs back, great, but really they get richer. Tyr doesn't get richer in general, does it?
Wait, who gets richer? When?
Vordon gets richer, not Tyr in general. Like, okay, some people have jobs, I guess. That's
They
good.
pay taxes. The Templars get a cut. All the merchant houses have to pay tithes to King Tithian.
Wait, King Tithian?
Yeah, King
He's
Tithian.
Of Tyr.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm very untrustworthy. We haven't talked to him in a minute, have we?
So, Kalik, the Sorcerer King of Tyr, when he was killed, his High Templar Tithian was in on the revolution. Tithian helped the gladiators and everybody during the revolution. He worked with Aegis and Sadira. So he's like a co-conspirator, and so he took the throne after Kalik was defeated, and he's now in charge.
This is a problem for me, because House Wavir is on good terms with King Tithian.
Yes.
And I hate House Wavir. And I'm on a little personal vendetta against them. But when I hurt Wavir, I'll be hurting Tyr, in a sense.
Yeah, a little bit. Financially, it's not a huge, big deal.
Oren,
Yeah.
did you see the ivory necklace of nimbleness?
I was not doing any shopping. I was so focused on the story. I was not
Okay.
doing any shopping at all. I was trying to
Well, you might
figure
like
out my vendettas and how it will affect the world. But and I don't want to do anything here, because like I'll be hurting Tyr. This is my homeland. I got my family here and everything, so I stopped by, talked to the family, give mom a present of 10 gold probably.
There's a lot of interesting magic items in the shopping list if you take a moment to peruse it. Several of them give you access to feats that you wouldn't normally have.
Well,
Dear. Okay. All right. I'm shopping now.
oh, I saw the one about the fire in the fire store there.
Fire store.
I don't know. It would be in accessories, the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Void Walker's iron spiked curly leather.
Did you guys see the jeweled crown of supremacy?
Not yet.
I'm looking at the shop now. My mouth is watering.
When this crown is attuned, you may choose Int, Wiz, or Charisma to gain a +1 bonus. The crown increases your ability score's maximum value to 24 if they were less than 24.
What
I'm gonna
line is
buy.
that?
I'm buying it.
What line? No, wait. What line is that?
22.
The crown resizes to fit the
Oh, I
wear
can't
and
wear it.
also the attunement. It requires attunement.
Wait, what line is that?
22.
22.
So it only gives you a
Is
+1 bonus to one of 3
11
stats,
gold?
but it increases your maximum to all stats. So in combination with
gold.
other effects, you could get some pretty high stats in other things.
Oh.
You can have it. You can have it.
That's pretty good. That would be very good if we had other items that increase stats.
Hey, Skywell.
Yeah.
111 gold.
Could you look at line 89? Does that seem like good armor to you? I need your opinion on this.
I can't wear something on my head because I have the helmet of Nibene.
Oh yeah, you spotted another good one. The Voidwalker armor is very cool.
I was reading and it's like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
I mean, anything that gives you a teleport is pretty
What the
sweet.
crap?
And it increases your movement speed by 10 feet. You can use your action teleport 30 and then use your bonus action to dash, and then you can move. And it's like, man, that's so much speed. And your walking speed is increased by, oh, it's just so.
Holy crap, that's expensive though. 163 gold?
163 gold. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
is.
God.
It is.
The silver headband of Tactician is really good too.
It gives you unlimited 30-foot teleports, though. You just have to use an action to do it.
I know I was reading that would cost me everything I have, but it's so cool. It might be worth it.
It can do the 60-foot teleport only once a day, but it can do the 30-foot teleport as many times as you've got actions.
It's so cool, but it's like so expensive.
Oh yeah, it's a ridiculous item.
And it's unstealable, right?
No, it's
like most items.
definitely under lock and key in a vault somewhere.
No.
It's like they just show you a picture of the item with a description. The item you're looking for is in another castle.
I like the steel kite shield of reflection.
Yeah, there's some really good shields in here too.
Actually, there's a cheaper one. A shield of reflection. Mirror steel kite.
I'd say my favorite item on this list is line 212. You have to get in real good with Chesia of the School of Thought before she'll even consider selling that to anybody, but that is a beast of an item. It potentially line 212, it's the Belt of Rollover. So
Oh my god, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Rerolling d20s.
So you roll your action like an attack, but you don't do it. It's like a readied action. And then when your next turn is about to happen, you use your reaction to roll another d20, and you add the two d20s together. So you could potentially get like a 40 to hit before adding your modifiers.
What? That's how that works?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know who I'm talking to. I know.
To get the benefit of the rollover, you have to like do a whole big delayed action, and it uses your reaction as well. But if you do it, you roll two d20s and add them together.
What do you have access to?
It's not advantage. It is literally two d20s.
And what if you have access to?
Well, that would change it. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I suppose you could use it with an action surge to get it right away. But as a once-off, you know.
Is that a once a day thing, or is it just like?
No, you can just do that whenever.
The body doesn't seem to like me right now.
I might get a shifting cloak from her
Shifting cloak is good.
because that's what melted last time. Was it was an upgraded version of that. This just still has the shifting part. That's all I really need anyway.
What was the other cool item? I'm pretty sure it was one of the shields.
Yeah, there's a shield that's really good. It's like +3. Armor class +3. The 101. Still kite shield of reflection.
Oh yeah, it's the one that reflects damage back on the attacker.
Yep.
That could be strong with a heavy hitter attacking you. You reflect half of his damage back. Or no, that's the one that does a spell reflection. That could be strong for like a lightning bolt or something.
There are so many good items here, and I'm too broke for most of them.
I like the tower shield of the Gadge because it's tower shield that ignores dexterity limits.
The other one is shield of reflection. It's a +2 shield. There's bashing, fire resistance, masterwork, reinforce +1.
I want to ask,
Keep housekeeping while you guys are shopping.
should I sell this armor, that right there? I was thinking about getting new armor anyways, and should I sell that? Should I send that?
Which one?
I sent it in Dark Sun chat. I was asking the party members.
Braxit Chitin Breastplate of Comfort, 1780. So you'd sell it for 890.
If you have other armor, that seems fine.
I was gonna buy some. If you're getting cold, you can remove 1 level exhaustion by activating this.
+1 breastplate's
Also
pretty
can-
good though. Armor class 5.
Okay, for sure now. Let's see
Wait, if you
I-
use the Brexton chitin, like can you just like negate the effects of a forced march if you use the comfort thing? You can just remove the level of exhaustion.
Yeah. And exhaustion can kill you. There are certain things that'll try to give you levels of exhaustion, and you get 6 of them, you're
And
dead.
it's a once a day thing too. So it is really. I haven't been using it though. 'Cause I've been getting exhaustion.
It's a good armor, but I mean, if you have your eye on a better one, it's worth selling.
12,000 CP. What is it? 12,000. How much? How many gold is that?
You just knock off 2 zeros to convert CP to
So
gold.
122 gold.
Yeah.
How much would they buy for my +2 shield?
Sell for half on items. Used items always sell for half.
I don't know the price on it. I had it made.
Mm. What's it got? Just a +2?
Yeah.
Let me look that up here. Same magic item price list. +2.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Ninja. Line 142, Cloak of the Bat.
+2 armor is 6,000 gold. Yeah,
I could get it for you if it's good enough. Hold on.
there is a Cloak of the Bat on there.
Wait, but question, sir. Can I throw Sonic daggers while a bat?
I don't think that's the way Cloak of the Bat works.
6,000 gold, you said?
It says I retain my intelligence, charisma, wisdom scores, but
So you mean ceramic?
While wearing this cloak, you have advantage on dex stealth checks.
Batman.
I don't know. Hang on. Is it different? That.
So it's,
I
So
might
it's
turn
si-
into Batman, actually. I don't know. That's kind of cool.
it's 6,000 CP, huh? That's what you meant?
I think I found the most useless item in all of Dark Sun.
Is that-
Oh yeah, that one does say it polymorphs you into a bat. As a bat, you would not be able to throw your psionic daggers, I don't think.
Okay, well that's gonna change things.
But you don't have to turn into a bat. You can just grip the edges of the cloak and fly that way.
But if I'm not gripping both edges of the cloak, then I don't think can I throw my psionic daggers without using my hands. I think I have to
Throw
have
the
my hands for
dagger
that.
and then fly.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
fill your hands. So yeah,
Yeah,
that prevents you as well.
I'm gonna say no. Nope. Okay, moving on. Thank you.
Wait, Ninja, not Ninja. Wait, Krius, you said what item was I talking about?
I don't know.
Boots of the Winterlands. These furrow boots
Oh,
are
yeah, they're nice.
quite warm. While you wear them, you gain the following enhancements. Requires you to attune. You have resistant to cold damage and ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow. You can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Negative.
Hey,
we haven't seen much
question.
snow lately, though.
Balthazar wants to go see Desverendi. We're going that way, aren't we?
So it's optional. You could head directly for the Dragon Crown Mountains by going up over the mountain, or you can go visit
But
Desverendi
that's kinda
first.
on the way, though, isn't it?
It's possible Desverendi will have information about Korganard, so you might want to visit him on the way.
I want to. Yeah, I want to see Desverendi.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to do that.
So I'm gonna go talk to Balthazar, the Earth Elemental, the Balthazar Stonecaller.
Wait, Skyward.
Yeah.
You might want to look at line 127, the Whisper Wind Cloak. I feel like you would love that.
You said 6,000 CP, huh, for the +2 shield ninja.
In the Sane Magic item price list, it says a +2 armor is worth an additional 6,000 gold. As a Masterwork shield, it's probably worth 200, and so like 6,200 would be the total value of the item.
And I can sell it for what, 3,100?
Yeah.
So I'll sell my two-handed, my magic shield, and I'll buy the steel kite shield of reflection.
Skyward.
So I can fly for a minute at 60-foot speed as a air elemental, essentially.
As a gust of wind, you can just fit
Gust of
into
wind.
any square. Because if you're not there, you can cast a bonus action and just turn right back into yourself. And I don't think there's a limit on it either. So you can just poof pop, poof pop.
That one's a little bit like gaseous
No,
form. It's like a combination of gust of
Right.
wind and gaseous form.
Exactly. Yeah. But that does give me ultimate ingress or egress ability as a ninja.
Yeah, it also makes you move quietly across any terrain. You don't leave tracks. Also, a +2 to bonus dexterity stuff checks.
Yeah. I feel like I kind of need to do some like mano-a-mano things with ninja, but that's going to be after we finish this main quest line thing here with Korganard. I really can't do,
I thought Korganard was secondary.
Well, okay,
I
I'm
thought-
sorry. The
Our
Sao
primary
Matrix.
mission was to go. Yeah, our primary mission was to go deal with the Psionetrics. We don't
I-
even know if we can find out anything really about Korganard.
Well, I was thinking they're kind of one and the same, but I guess I might not be correct in that.
What do you have for in your notes, ninja, for my AC?
19.
I'm at 22.
22. Fuck. That's powerful. Changing it. Armor class 22.
Wait a minute.
The full,
Have so much armor.
with the full plate, that's gonna be even better.
When you're transformed into a gust of wind, you get hit.
I don't know.
I mean, if I'm a wind elemental, I can still, so I guess so.
I think gaseous form you can take half damage.
Is that what it does? But it just says it turns to a straight up gust of wind.
I mean, it's loosely based on gaseous form. The target has resistance to non-magical damage and advantage on stealth, dex, and con if you were in a gaseous form.
Okay.
But magical weapons and spells would still kick your ass in that form. All right. Does anybody else want to do any shopping in town?
I'm thinking of buying this cloak. But go ahead. Sorry.
Is Zarath the proprietor of Shadow's Edge, the black market? Is he gonna have a problem with Hamir? It sounds like he has a real problem with other criminal organizations, so that's gonna be a thing.
That is going to be a thing for sure.
Also, all these poisoner things with the 1 favor, 2 favor, 3 favor, but it's for bards. So, Sia, is that something that you're doing, the poisoner business, or what?
I already got I'm trying to get the poisoner's feet right there from a different guy. I spent money on that guy.
But not with Zarath.
Not with Giraffe. Nope.
Okay.
Already paying a guy to do this, and I like.
It's pretty similar. The Bard Guild that does assassination across the land, they all use a pretty similar setup and have similar training. So you'll find places like this in most cities. As long as they have a good, strong poisoner.
All right, Ninja.
What's up?
I'm doing it. I'm selling my Braxton chestplate of comfort.
Okay. You sell it, you get some money.
I want to see if I can talk the guy up though. I need Buddy back.
You want to try to... You want to bargain, try to get a better deal?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. Listen, this chestplate, although I know it's in very, very good condition. I don't get hit a lot. Also, it has seen a lot. It has felt the flames of a fire drake. It has taken blows from warriors that you do not understand, creatures that are unknown to the likes of you probably. And I would say that has extra value. It has a tail to it, you know. It gives it a little bit of pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? You can also sell it if you tell them, oh yeah, you know, it belonged to the hero tier before this. You know, you can get a markup price.
The merchant rubs his chin in contemplation. Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. You could sell this. You'd be scamming, but you could sell this. Persuasion?
Yep.
Okay.
Persuade that shopkeeper. He's thinking over your idea.
Wait, hold on. Is my charisma right? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so I say D20 plus 8. Wait, that's not right.
Sounds pretty good to me.
But I have more than that. Oh well. Moment of truth.
I mean, the shopkeeper does this for a living, and he's only got a +6.
Not 20. 28.
28. All right. All right. How much was the original value?
1780.
1780.
Oh yes, it was the Ziberon Masterwork Shield that I enchanted at +2.
Okay, you talk them up a little bit. They'll give you 961 ceramic pieces for it.
962, and we have a deal.
All right, you have a deal.
How much is that in gold? Because I'm trying to be like...
9 gold, 6 silver, 1 ceramic piece. 2 ceramic piece, I mean.
Oh, I have some stuff to get rid of here. Brax Tide armor, magical.
Yeah. Items sell for half. Should be able to find a buyer in town.
I don't know what it's worth.
What kind of magic's it got? Is it +1 armor?
It says Brax Tide armor magical. It's the same time we got the longsword with the pink diamond. I don't know if it's a card on my table or what.
Checking my notes. Braxit bone halberd, no. Braxit bone powder, no. Cyclopean Braxit hide armor, was that it?
Could be. Sounds about right.
If that's the one, it is worth... 1815.
Okay.
So you'd sell for half, so that'd be like 907 ceramic pieces, or a little over 9 gold.
Okay, I'll just add 9 gold. And I'm deleting that from my character sheet.
Okay. Sold. Very fine armor. Quite large. Maybe a half-giant would buy it.
I might have more AC than this then, John. I don't have to double.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'll have to run that by me. How do you get your AC?
So I got a half plate. That's what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
I got a +3 shield.
So that's 10, right?
Yeah, and then plus my dex. I have 14 dex.
You can't add dex when you wear plate armor unless it's got an enchantment that allows it.
Okay.
So that's 20.
Then I have the helmet of Nibonate that is +1.
21.
Then I have the lava boots. I think they are +1. The lava walker armor boots. Class +1. Armor class +1. Max dex 0.
Okay, so that puts you at 22.
And then I have this cloak. I'm looking. A shifting cloak. Protection, AC +1 style merchant house, and then it gives me fire vulnerability, but this cloak seems to shift and blends with the environment. It gives you a +2 bonus to stealth check.
All right, cleric with 23 armor up in here.
Is that correct?
Does your armor have a protection against heat?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So keep in mind, if you ever travel during the day in that armor, you're gonna gain like a level of exhaustion and possibly more than one level of exhaustion. It's pretty bad for wearing plate armor in the desert.
Okay. I do have clothing, I think, that protects me.
Like inside your little bubble where
So-
it's climate controlled, that's fine, but like, yeah, during the day in full plate armor, not good at all.
I'll have to double check my clothing, but I thought I had something to help with it.
Yeah, as long as you have ways to deal with it.
Okay, quick question. It says here that the armor that I'm wearing, if it's masterwork, I get a +1 to my initiative.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I need to be adding that.
I do have hot weather resistance. A cotton monk outfit.
So the actual rule here, it says metal armor in the daytime sun causes combat fatigue. During combat encounters, you gain a level of soft exhaustion after a number of combat rounds equal to your constitution score. What's that? What's your con, Krias?
14.
Okay. That's pretty good. 14 turns. Most combats are going to end before 14 turns.
Yeah.
I got a scam ID I can run by.
I think I don't think we've ever had a fight that was that long yet.
It says if each heavy weapon you wield and each bulky or cumbersome armor you wear decreases the number of rounds until exhaustion by 2.
Okay. If I pass that 14 round.
I'm pretty sure plate armor has both of those, bulky and cumbersome. So 14 would drop by 4, so you got 10 turns. Do the boots have bulky or cumbersome? Probably not. Does the helmet have bulky or cumbersome? Probably not.
No, it's made of wood.
Okay, so after 10 turns, you would gain a level of exhaustion in combat from wearing that armor during the day in the sun.
Okay. until I can get the resistance to eat.
Are bards of creation common, Ninja?
No, they are not.
Okay. So if I were to like cast the sky self to make myself not me, and then use my ability, my song of creation to make a fake gem that if people touch it, they hear music, and I were to sell it to somebody for the original for the full price, would that work?
You want to use your creation powers to sell somebody a fake thing that disappears after a set time limit, right?
Yes.
You can do this, but you'll make like it's sort of like a contact or like one of those favors you get, but it's like a negative one. Like you have an enemy out there who's mad about the thing you've done.
What if I cast the sky self, so it's not me who did it?
Well, I mean, you can certainly like obfuscate. You can trick them so they'll be misdirected and not be able to find you right away. But they're still going to have the effect that they were angry at somebody who could do that thing.
Good thing no one knows I'm a spellcaster.
I have a question about bucklers. They reduce my max dex, or I can't use a buckler. What was the deal with this?
Okay, so like you have a dexterity score, and any piece of armor is going to have a maximum dexterity. Most mediums have a limit of 2. Light has no limit, or like a limit of like 10. You know, something really super high. And heavy armor has a limit of 0, right? So lower numbers are bad because you want to add your dex.
Okay, so I'm going to be wearing my buckler then, and the way I see it here is a buckler +1, actually. So
Bucklers are very small. They normally only give 1 AC, so that's like a tiny shield that gives the AC of a regular size shield.
Right. So I'm sitting here at 20 AC at this point. Hello.
Cool.
Didn't I give like a +1 buckler to the group at some point?
Yeah, that was to me.
And it used to be 15. You shot all the way up to 20.
Yeah, it's a +1 bronze armor, like a buckler. Sorry.
Yep, that's what I have.
Yeah, I used that for the longest time.
All right. And here Long has like an AC of 13. What does your best forms AC have? Like 16, 17, something like that? Doesn't one of your forms have a 20 AC?
AC right now is actually 16 since I got the Fire Drake armor. And
Nope. 16.
I
Let me
think
change that.
my highest class AC is, let me see. It's either it's my Earth Elemental or did that get deleted?
So then the lowest AC is Taro, ring sight. He's got a 12, but he's rarely like in the front line in a position where he's gonna get hit. So that's all right.
I think I have
my Chathrang is a CR 20.
Yeah.
Or not CR, yeah, AC 20.
AC 20.
And then it can go to 25 if I withdraw into my shell.
Turtle.
Nice.
Turtle mode engaged. Just tuck yourself.
Gloves of missile snaring. GMG 172. But if I just get shot at somebody with a bow, then I just catch the missile.
Yep.
Which, with a buckler, I could still do, huh?
Yeah, you have a free hand with a buckler.
Huh.
Gloves of missile snaring. These gloves seem to almost meld into your hands when you don them. When a ranged weapon attack hits you while you're wearing them, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by a d10 plus your dexterity modifier, provided that you have a free hand. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it is small enough for you to hold in that hand.
Alright. That might be the thing to get right now.
That's almost as good as the monk's power, except you can't throw it back the way the monk can.
Right.
The monk also adds their wisdom to that roll.
I think I'm set with all the stuff I want to do in the city.
Finally.
I'm getting those gloves of missile snaring.
You're ready to travel.
Wait.
They might still have stuff.
I still did not do the thing with Hamir.
Amir, yeah. All right, he just needs to make some bribes here.
I throw coins at the Templars and say, make it happen.
All right, whatever it costs.
What does it cost? Do I use the 150 gold from the bag for that? And the other 150 is supposed to be for the party?
All right, so the first Templar you go to, he actually ends up needing like 11 gold. The next one needed 13 to bribe him, and the last one needed 8 to bribe him. Total of 32 gold out of the sack.
Okay. Not bad.
More.
And then 150 is for the merchant guild license.
Well, he wanted half
how
of
that
it.
works?
He wanted half of it to go into the business.
My god.
Oh, okay.
Cotton outfit of extreme.
So with that
Really?
money, they're going to probably go to the, I don't know, somewhere in town and buy property to start their operation there.
Does anyone want this amulet of 9
Buy the
vulnerability?
business and get some
The amulet of what?
gear for the pirates, suit them up so that they are presentable to have,
So
like
they
they have a whole uniform for their merchant house, so that they don't look like a bunch of ragtag pirates anymore.
So in the section of town where all of the merchant houses are set up, they're going to try to buy some property near there, and like you said, they're going to have their uniforms and they're going to offer their services. They're going to try to promote specifically to those 3 houses that Oren suggested. And so several of their members will be placed in as sort of like sleeper agents within the organizations of the other houses for a little while there and gathering information. So now that all the right people have been paid off, that should just happen automatically in the background from now on. So at this point, when you come back, there might be some repercussions, like maybe the Thieves Guild doesn't like this other group moving in, taking some of their profits. Things like that could happen.
Also, Tarot was the amulet of 9 vulnerability.
The amulet of what?
Nigh invulnerability.
I've had it, but I don't get hit enough to use it.
What does it do?
Has 3 charges, and
Yes.
you can sacrifice your life force, draining 1 con point as a temporary ability damage. It has up to 3 charges, and when you are hit, you can activate it to gain resist, non-magical slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage for 1 minute.
I'm good, thanks. I just accidentally grabbed myself.
Hey, we're going across the forest. We need a bug repellent oak torch.
I don't know about that, but everybody gets 19 gold, 6 silver, and 6 iron pieces.
Wow, thank you.
Everyone?
Yep.
How much? 19 gold?
6 silver and 6 ceramic pieces. I have to remind Taurus about that too.
Hey Ninja, if I buy this cotton outfit of extremes, does that solve my problem with the eat and all?
Let me see what it says. Extremes.
130.
130. Protection from the heat of the day and the cold of the night. Ignore temperature base damage over time. In addition, you gain resistance to fire damage, and cold damage requires attunement to gain the resistance, but not the temperature resisting effect. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Temperature resisting effect. So that would do the trick. And you don't even have to attune to get it. But you wouldn't have the resistances.
I
got
am
it.
selling my backup thieves tools.
What?
But if I wait for the fire drake armor, that's not going to be a problem anymore, huh? Since it will have resistance to eat. Or
I think it
immunity
just
to heat.
has resistance to fire. I don't know if it does heat as well.
To be able to go in the elemental world of flames, if it was to be enchanted for that.
Yeah, probably as part of that, it would resist heat.
I'm gonna keep the 63. 63 gold. It's a really good item, though.
It is. 2 resistances and ignore temperature. That's great.
Yeah, and if you can use the attunement, then that gives you that resistance to flame and cold damage, which is really good. What are you selling, Orin?
I have an extra pair. I had a pair of thieves' tools, and then I got the Shadow Master's lockpicks tools.
So, I want to add my 2 cents in. Skywolf said something. I don't think you should gloss over it. He's saying, should we get this torch that is good against bugs? Keep in mind, your mission takes you into what is effectively like the Amazon jungle, into a rainforest. And if you know anything about the Amazon jungle, you know there's like a lot of bugs there.
Yeah.
And in the Dark Sun world, those bugs are thrycreen.
So
I hadn't considered
not
that,
turn
but I
into
was
a bug.
expecting like a swarm of beetles or something
Yeah,
like that.
mosquitoes.
But I figured Thrycreen could get past that. But either way, I do have a torch here, and I'm going to replace it with this other torch, which I'm guessing I have one of the oak burning torch of.
It's a burnable item. It
it's
does.
line 264.
It does last a long time, but it's like an expendable item, so they have a bunch of them.
Oh,
So if you want to buy multiple ones, you can.
well then I will buy 3.
So if you get in a bad situation with bugs, light them up. We'll keep them
Alright.
at a safe distance.
I would like to sell another item.
Uh-huh.
My bronze amulet of 9 vulnerability.
All right, go ahead.
4,525 ceramic pieces of worth.
4,520. Do you want to persuade the person to increase their price a little bit?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Listen here. This amulet has a story, okay? It once deflected the flames of a fire drake's breath to save my life once. It did charge. I'm gonna give him the same story I gave the other guy.
Yeah.
That's not what that does. You're gonna get somebody killed.
25.
Yeah, 25 is very, very good.
I'm trying to get under light load, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it anymore.
Is there just one item in the elemental fire shop?
Make tourists carry it. That's how you get a light load. Wait, how much do these things weigh? 2 pounds.
You said the initial price was 4,520?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He'll give you 1,982 for it.
Wait, it was 4,525.
Sure.
So it's still the same price?
Yeah, he's going to give you 1982 for it.
There we go.
1985, and we have a deal.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna do that for each person, just to mildly infuriate them. Raise it up by like this.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Almost 20 gold.
Wait, how much is that like number gold was?
Like I said, almost 20 gold.
So 19.
19 gold, yeah.
One more thing. So I'm packing away a number of things like old tools and things. The Uruk Noble's clothing we bought. I'm packing here at home. Gonna use the load over my brother a little bit. Look how cool I am. I've got global clothing. You don't. La la la. But also I have this scroll from Hamanu's man, Jaren the Dark, the Defiler's scroll. And I thought that perhaps the preserver queen lady here would like to have a look at that.
All
I
right.
can't read.
Yeah, if you
but,
bring it to Sadira, she will buy any and all artifacts like that that have to do with wizardry. As the head of the Veiled Alliance, anything about wizardry, she either has to take it to use against the Sorcerer Kings, or if it's like an evil thing, to destroy it so that the Sorcerer Kings cannot use it against us.
I will give it to her, and if she wants to pay me for it, that's great. But it's for the Veiled Alliance, so she doesn't have to pay me if she doesn't want to.
What's the value on it?
I have no idea. I can't read it.
It was scrolls, right?
It had like three spells from Jerry and the Dark Spellbook or whatever. I was
That's right,
taking
that's
things
right.
back when we were stealing stuff from the Urukites. I took a bunch of his defiler stuff.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm
not
looking
even
it
gonna
up.
ask for payment. She can decide to pay me later if she wants, but I just donate it for the preservers.
Is there any magical ring in Ninja that you remember in the list?
I was looking for that too. I didn't see anything like a ring of protection or anything like that. I was hoping.
I don't know. Control F, do a search.
Yeah.
Look at all the rings.
That required 2.
Let's see here. Callie's scrolls. This exotic librum is written in luminous script. I guess your note doesn't really say much about it. It just says it's some scrolls that he had, right?
It's fine. If you feel like throwing me a couple gold or whatever, it's great. Otherwise, it's for the Veiled Alliance. For the preservers. For the war effort. Donation.
These scrolls, I remember them being kind of important, so I'm trying to find them in my notes. What were they called? For now, she's just going to give you 20 gold for them.
Holy crap. Thank you.
Yeah. She says, if you find any more scrolls of this type, bring them before me. I must share any magic that you find with my other Veiled Alliance members. The more spells we have at our disposal, the more capable we'll be of dealing with the Sorcerer Kings and Queens.
Ninja.
Yeah.
I bow low and say, you are most gracious.
I got yet another thing I want to sell.
Sure.
These are the Templar robes. Well, they're not Templar robes. They're I'm gonna say they're Templar robes. I got from was it Nibene? It was the same city that had that magic problem.
Nibene.
Nibene, yeah.
The Zwoon.
I stole them from a dead body. I want to try to sell them. Listen, these robes must belong to somebody. It's the same deal.
She'll give you 3 gold for them.
3 gold. 3 gold and 2 ceramic pieces, and we have a deal.
Sure.
All right.
She pays you not in ceramic pieces, but with 200 bits, 200 lead beads in a sack.
That's awesome.
It's like her spare change from a couch cushion somewhere.
I also have a small bag of stones and rune stones. I think that might have been from. Well, this is pre-Uruk, so I don't know where it's from, but it seems to be something that might be magical in nature.
You found a luck stone. Do you remember that?
Oh, it was a luck stone?
Yeah, that's a good item.
I don't want to give it away anymore. What the crap? A luck stone?
See, I remember that one. That one's in my notes that Orin picked up a luck stone.
I had no idea I had a luck stone
Yeah.
this whole effing time.
It wasn't
What?
identified
I love
yet.
that thing.
So, I mean, if it's a
Can
magic
I-
item, you should have poked Ring Sight and said, hey, what's this?
Yeah. Is there any chance that we can retcon that a bit?
Sure. Ringsight was saying, does anybody have anything that's magic? At that time, you could have done a scan on everything and you would have found it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a effing luckstone into my inventory right now. Holy
Yeah,
crap!
it's a good item for rogues. Nice little.
Yeah.
I think it lets you reroll, right?
Well, I don't know what it does in 5th edition now.
Luckstone. I'm looking it up.
Okay. Great.
Wondrous item, rare, requires attunement. When attuned to a wearer, the Luckstone grants advantage on one type of saving throw. The type of saving throw bolstered with a Luckstone is determined by the stone's color.
Oh, well, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna attune to it, right? Over the course of these times. I don't know what kind of. Are we gonna roll for it now?
I think I had
Roll a
it
D6?
here. Let's see. It was green, it says. And its value is 4,200.
Well, I'm not selling it now.
So advantage on con saves while you have it attuned.
Perfect. Woo!
It says it's a wearable kind of jewelry, often set in pendants, periapts, and brooches. So you could like attach it to your cloak or whatever, just as like a
Yeah.
decorative thing. So next time somebody tries to poison you, roll it
Yeah,
with
hello.
advantage.
I'm so excited about that.
All right, so yeah, let me know if you have another item to sell.
I have an item to buy because I kind of sold all my armor.
Now you need some armor.
Yeah.
You gonna buy the Void Walker?
That's what I was leading up to, but like looking at it, that price tag is just gonna like it's not. It doesn't seem worth it, like in the long haul. I don't know. Also, it says you need to be does it say? I think it says you need to have proficiency in Arcana. I don't have that.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
Yeah, I have half proficiency. I don't think that counts. So that's kind of just there. I was looking at the one of the cloaks just for a starter item. When I'm a bat, does the transformation last when I'm out of light, or does it immediately pop off when I'm like? Do I lose my bat form when I leave the light?
Yeah,
It says you
check
leave it
it out.
immediately. If as soon as you become not in darkness, you get dropped out of being in the bat, and you can't fly anymore.
Oh, that is so. Why is it so much? Why does it cost more than the one for 5,000?
Well, but you could fly all night if you wanted to.
Does moonlight not count?
That'd be fine. Dim light. You could. I mean, I'm not the DM, but I would assume I was planning on flying all night with that thing.
Is that how it works, Benjamin?
It says you cast Polymorph on yourself. I think Polymorph is a spell with a limited duration. Probably requires concentration as well.
As long as you're holding on to both edges of the cloak, then you're a bat. Well, you can decide to be a bat or not. You can fly without being a bat, or you can fly as a bat. But either way, you have a fly speed of 40 feet, and
Polymorph's duration is up to 1 hour. So that's pretty good.
But in my opinion, the Whispering Cloak, the one for 5,000, is like so much better. You could like fit through small crevices like a gust of wind, move up to 60 feet in any direction. And I don't think it has a limit either. You also don't leave tracks. The transformation lasts for 1 minute. Is there a limit? Can I just use that like right after the 1 minute ends? Because it doesn't say I can.
it's once per day. It says. So
Wait.
Whisper Wind is once per day, but the bat you can do it all night.
Oh yeah, it is once per day. Hmm.
Yeah, moving 60 feet once per day is not as good as turning into a bat. Not even close. Not even close. And the bat flies 40 feet. Come on.
They're
Oh,
both good.
you can only transform into a bat once a day too, until the next dawn.
Well, no, you can do like
It doesn't
the
say
regular hang on to the cloak part as much as you want, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
talking
keep
about-
on. You can stay in the bat all night. Because as long. Oh, okay, you're right. It does say cast polymorph on yourself,
And that is limited to 1 hour.
but you can keep on casting it, I guess.
With the gust of wind thing, I can like sneak. Into
Oh no, you're right. It's 1 hour, and then it can't be used this way again until next
the next
dawn.
dawn. Yeah.
But
Okay,
the
alright.
gripping the edges of the cloak, you can do that whenever. There's no limit on that. And that's
That's the
As
same.
long as it's dark.
that's a 40-foot fly speed during the night only.
And but the benefit of the wind one is you can like go into small crevices with just pretend like they're not there.
The item doesn't say it has to be nighttime. It just says it has to be dark, so you can just be in the shade and do it.
Yeah, do it underground in a dungeon.
Right.
What I need light to see, and or when I turn into a bat, is just.
Bats
You-
use
yeah,
echolocation. They don't need to see.
But until the next
That's
dawn.
true. That's true.
But
I
if you're
can't
just
attack while I'm
holding
in,
the cave, you're not a bat.
and I can't attack while I'm in bat form, and I can't go back into bat form until the next day.
I think you can, but a bat only does like 1 damage.
You can verbally assault
you
them while
cast
you're flying
spells.
around with both your hands.
You just chirp at them until they get annoyed.
But you
Can you cast spells while in bat form?
No.
cast spells while bat, right? No.
No, you
Yeah, I
can't.
think the gust of
Polymorph and wild shape, you cannot cast spells.
Oh, really?
What about in the gaseous form? Can you cast spells?
No.
So they're both pretty.
You have no lips, you have no pockets to access your material components, and you have no hands to do somatics. So no.
What you're looking for is like winged boots that gives you flying but leaves your hands free.
Are those in the tier
Pretty
shop?
sure you could do vicious mockery while you're flying.
Nah, they don't got them here.
Oof.
It's just verbal, right? For vicious mockery, you could do that while you're flying with wings.
Yeah.
You're ugly. You're stupid. Kill yourself. Just the
Just
bad.
throw taunts at them while you're flying around above them in the dark. Like, what the fuck? Where is it?
The voices won't. The pills won't kill me, Timothy. I might go for the win one just for the fact that I could like go into small crevices, and neither of them need attunement. It looks like. Hmm. 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 Yeah. I'll buy the Whisper One cloak.
All right. Does that really solve your armor problem, though?
Nope, I still need to buy that too.
Ninja, before we leave into this, we leave tier. There's two things I wanted to do yet.
Mhm.
First, I'm going to role play out talking to Balthazar. But I also, what can I get? What kind of Okay, talking about upgrades for the temple. I want to upgrade my family's ranch. Because we're cank herders. So, like, what can I do to improve their lot with gold?
Well, let's see. Upgrades on a farm. Expanding your structure. You could add an animal pen to expand their amount of animals that they can take care of. Construction cost is 2,500 or 5,000 and takes 15 days or 30 days.
So 5,000 is 50 gold.
Yeah. And that would be for like the big upgrade for 2 expansion units.
At that point, am I getting to the point where, we're not like a merchant house, but like we've got some serious stuff going on?
Well, I mean, this is just like storage for animals. So you could raise more animals because you have more land to hold them now. They just give you a couple size options for how big the pen is going to be. You chose the large one.
You know what? I do. I remember I donated a lot before, but that was probably, I think it was for the house that we were buying them. So that's the lion's share of my remaining gold. But yes, the upper size option, I would like to buy.
Let's
my
see, how big
normal
is a
pen.
Kank? Kank is large, right? So, like, each one of these expansion slots is like living area for one Kank. So for
What? Oh wow.
for 50
Okay.
gold, you're buying space for two Kanks or a
Two
mated
Kanks.
pair.
But there we go. That's absolutely what I want to do. That's absolutely it. So, Sadir has helped me buy an extra Kank pen. There we go.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Can I talk them down for 5,000? A little bit lower.
Yeah, roll it.
Okay. This is an
Either
outright.
bargaining skill. I mean, bribing skill. Bartering skill.
Damn. You're going to have a hard time on this one.
19.
Nope.
They got nat 20. That little laugh.
They did get a nat 20. I rolled it in the Dark Sun
Oh.
chat and Discord. You can see it there.
Oh, man. Oof. So they're not budging.
Nah, not going to budge on that price, unfortunately.
Not even at gunpoint.
Guards! Guards! I'm under attack! Help! Help me, guards!
I guess I'll give him the 5,000.
Alright.
Not even at gunpoint. What? All right. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. I'm like Mr. Krabs right now. Oof, oof, oof.
When I sent out the message it was D&D time, it was going to start soon, I also commented, fair warning, it's probably going to be 3 hours of shopping, and here we are, 11:49.
Were you putting in year dates in the Discord chat?
No, that's the amount of money he got.
Oh, okay.
Wait, who got it?
So the way I was doing it, so he had an item that was worth a certain amount of money. I cut it in half, but then he made a haggle roll, so then I increased it by the difference between the merchant's roll and his.
Okay.
So he was getting, and then even when I did that, he was like, "Could I get 85 instead of 82?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever. 3 ceramic pieces. Who cares?"
I'm gonna do that each time until like I'm gonna have like 100 extra ceramic pieces from just saying that.
Yeah, that's
Over
up.
time.
So
Why not? Sure.
we're spending a couple of days here in Tier sounds like doing all this shopping and
One
doing stuff
day.
here.
One day.
One
All right,
day?
so the Veiled Alliance said they weren't going to go crazy if you rest here and gather supplies and like one day they're not gonna freak out, but like if you're still not leaving on the mission, like the next day, somebody's gonna come along and be like, "So, when are you gonna get started on that?"
Well, then I'm gonna be just basically throwing a bunch of money in the situation, and Oren comes back with a black eye
What?
from his brother.
Basically, Sadiro was very emphatic that you should try to finish the mission as quickly as possible.
Oh yeah, no
Yeah.
question, no question. We are
Shall-
on
shall
our
I-
way to the Dragon's
Or
Crown
shall
Mountains.
I give your brother a black eye?
No. I'll take this one in stride. He's jealous.
What did you?
He's
Of
jealous.
what?
I come
Of your
home.
adventures?
I come home. He was honorably discharged, and I was dishonorably discharged, as he is so happily to bring up every time we ever see each other. And then I come home and make a donation to the family, and he's angry. He's feeling impotent, like he can't do anything for the. Oh, he's helping with the family. He's raising the Kanks and tending the family business as a good honorable member of the family. But what am I?
Does he assume your money is blood money?
Oh, of course, of course. Nothing ever good came of adventuring and going across the world. Forget Korganod, forget Desverendi, forget the Preservers and the Veiled Alliance saving the world from the Psionic Wave. No, none of it matters. Not to your brother. It's fine. I wear this as a badge of pride.
Are you sure you don't want a healing mango? I got a healing mango.
Want a drink?
Yeah, I hold a non-magical mango up to my forehead.
All right.
And I smile.
Then we shall be off.
Wait, I know you guys might be tired of this, but I have something else I want to buy.
All right. What else are you buying?
There's a lot of shopping. I need armor.
You still have money.
I sold my everything I had before this. I've been saving up for the past like 3 towns because I've had pretty shitty. I've been wearing the same stuff for like the past 3 quests. Not 3 quests, like 3 arcs, I think. Ever since I lost what was Skip? Yeah, ever since I lost Skip, I've had the same equipment, and I need new stuff. Only thing that's changed have been my weapons. There's just been stuff that's been sitting here for like double-digit sessions that I have not been using. So I've been selling a lot of stuff. Like I had 2 magical bows, and I was like, what do I need those for? I only have 2 arms. How am I supposed to fire 2 bows?
Well, that's good. That's what this is for. This is your chance to, get rid of all the stuff you don't need and get
I like
some,
to buy
some
the
new
scale
stuff.
mail. I like to buy the scale mail of the shadow.
All right.
Ooh.
Twice per day, the wearer can teleport up to 30 feet to a dimly lit or dark location. They can see, as a bonus action, additionally, I can teleport 30 feet to a dimly lit or dark area as a bonus action. And additionally, when the wearer is in dim light or darkness, their movements are muffled and they have advantage on stealth checks. So combine this with the wind cloak, and in darkness, I have advantage and the +2.
Oh, wow. Question.
Now you're Batman without a cape.
Hold
I mean-
on. Gladiator's Razor Net, can I use that?
Does it require proficiency in a certain type of?
I imagine it would require proficiency. I don't know what
Probably
a
a
rogue would
martial
do.
weapon.
Yeah, I think that's a martial weapon. That's like a gladiator's tool.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to take that.
Gladiator's Razor Net does 44 slashing damage, 10 grip advantage.
Ninja. Probably already guessed what I'm going to say.
What are you selling this time?
I'm talking them down. Talking them down from what I'm buying.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
The Shadowvale armor is like, listen. I'm a big dealer. I don't know how I can possibly do this. It's like, okay, I feel like this price is kind of unreasonable. I can definitely pay you, but it's in the sense that I'm kind of, trying to, I'm kind of short on funds here. Actually, can I bring you down to the 6,000?
That is too steep. 1,000 ceramic pieces is probably not possible by haggling.
6,500.
Do you have something else you could throw in?
For 6,500. That book is worth way more than that. Hold on. I forgot I have these. I have some bone-studded Erlu leather armor.
Is it just mundane?
It's just basic, yeah. But I'm throwing that in on top of the 6,500.
He means like magic items. You got anything that's like a good item of value?
No, I kind of sold them all before I got here.
Maybe you got rich friends you could ask that could cover the extra, 1,000 ceramic pieces. You're sure?
What do you think is a price I can talk you down to? What do you think? Do I have to roll a check for that?
Yeah, you can haggle on the price right now. That's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
See, I could assist you.
Rolling.
Do you have the money for that? I think you were 25.
He'll
Plus
give you
60.
he'll give you a 4% discount, but that's it.
4% discount. How much is that?
How much does the item cost?
It brings the price down to 6,720.
6,718, and we have a deal.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah. He'll agree to that if you can get the extra funds, the extra 720 that you didn't have on hand.
Wait, would you say, Skywell?
You need me to spot you some gold?
Can you afford to do that?
That's about one of the last things I have left. Yeah,
Oh, you didn't give it all to your family?
I gave most of it to my family.
Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, I'm just being cheap. I have 146 gold.
Goodbye.
Lauren has left the chat.
I mean, if you're down, I'm down to save a couple bucks. I mean, well, they were like your last move.
I thought you were like I was focusing on reading through the rest of these items here, and then I thought you were buying the armor that you were saving up for, but you really couldn't get, or whatever it was. And it was a big massive thing, but you're just good night.
He's taking
I mean, saving money is like I've been broke for a lot of this journey. I mean, this is like a big deal for me, man. It's like
What are you buying? It's not the super crazy armor or something, is it?
it's pretty. It's the diet version of that. I can teleport into dim light twice per day, 30 feet.
Yeah.
The other one would have sent me back 160, which I would have to dig into my ceramic pieces, bitch, and silver to barely get enough for, and I would have left me literally at pretty damn near close to zero. And that's not good.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Being near close to zero?
I'm there all the time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, who was it? Was it Creus or Long? Someone kept on selling stuff and like, oh, hey, you guys got 30 gold, you got 20 gold, you got whatever gold. It's like, dang.
The 19 gold was from that's our scam money for getting Hamer into the city.
Oh,
Also, the armor.
The other stuff was from Gord.
I
I
saw
didn't realize
some,
that was from Hamer. Okay.
and I
okay.
saw some items that we wouldn't be getting a good price anywhere else. So I waited until now, and I got the good buck. For it.
Also, the Void Walker thing requires someone with Arcana proficiency, and it requires attunement. And I already have 3 items I'm attuned to: my bow, my harp, and my sword.
Wait, is that's a thing in 5th edition? Is you can only attune to 3 things?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Unless you specifically have items that say they increase your attunement slots, then you only have 3 items.
Yeah, is that like?
Oh, I gotta look at that. I better look at what I've got going on.
Yeah, you're probably using too many. In
That's why
regular D&D, there's the Artificer class. They can equip 5 when they hit like level 17, I think. But normally, almost everybody else across the board is only 3.
Repeat that. You said 5 or 3?
No, I'm saying
5
in
if you're Artificer class.
if you're an Artificer, only the Artificer, they can have 5. That's their special feature. Like at the high levels, they get more. They get 4, and then they get 5 at like level 17. But most people limited to 3.
I have 4 because I have a special, I think like circlet or something that gives me a attunement slot instead of using it. Although I sold all my attunement items because they were kind of useless for our adventures.
I think I got my 3 slots because I'm guessing Desverendi's amulet requires attunement.
Does
It doesn't say it
does?
here, but I'm guessing
Then
it
it
doesn't say it.
doesn't.
But this is something that I wrote down. It's not what I have copied and pasted from a card from Ninja. So I'm
Uh,
gonna pretty much assume that requires attunement. Oh, does the Luckstone require attunement?
If it doesn't say in the description requires attunement, it doesn't really require the attunement.
But
The
well, I don't have.
Luckstone does. Desverendi's amulet does not.
Well, then I'm still at 3 then, because Luckstone would be my third one. Because I got Windwalker boots, Luckstone, and my leather armor. So that's my 3 then. Oh shoot, wait. Actually, Eyes of the Eagle. I gotta sell the Eyes of the Eagle, because that's the third thing. That's the fourth thing. I can't
what does
attune
that
to
do?
that then. It gives me advantage on perception checks, and make out details from far away. It's not a big deal. I can get rid of those. I mean, I don't think I've even used them since I've picked them up, but that's
Would you
beyond.
mind me having it? And I could be eyes for our party.
Sure.
I don't have any other stuff
Eye slot.
attuned to me. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I actually have
got
0 out of 4 right now.
0 out of 4 attunement slots.
Yeah. All I have is my utility belt of attunement, which I attune to it, but instead of taking one, it gives me an extra one. But I have no other items that I attune to because I got rid of them because they weren't like useful and we needed the money at some point.
And there's very few druid items in the game, just in general.
Yeah, we
Well,
should
then,
go
yeah,
on.
you
We
can
should
have
go on.
the Eyes of the Eagle then. I will copy and paste it where.
should-
Just put it in the Discord chat.
You got it. Boom.
We should find
and-
a special mission for Morg to get him.
So there's definitely like that one crazy area on the map. I've sort of teased it a little bit. You've passed it a couple times, but that druid's magic oasis that he guards to the death, and then he doesn't let anybody in there.
Oh
Where's that?
yeah.
Wait, before Ninja, I talked them down to 6,000. I mean 6,718, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. How much? So in gold, that is
67 gold and 18 ceramic piece.
There's no way. There's a non-magical item here. Oh wait, no, it actually is a magical item. So I can't make that mighty, can I? With like a restringing it, you can't make that a mighty short bow. That could be a. long
To
bow.
make a mighty weapon, it has to be crafted that way initially.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
you can modify one into it. It's probably like one of those compound bows with a bunch of pulleys and, and fancy shit in there.
Right.
Yeah, strength-based bows are fairly rare.
I see a elm composite longbow here. It's a cold burst.
hello.
Hey,
Like, okay, you guys hear me? Hello.
yeah.
Yeah, hello?
There we go. Oh, my mic was acting a bit different.
Yeah, the Elm composite bow is pretty good. It's you can only add one charge per day, but if you have like a week of downtime, you could fully charge it. Well, I guess it would take 2 weeks of downtime. 13 charges max. And it gives you an initiative buff, which is nice.
I found myself in need of something that is not psionic damage in previous situations, so I think I need to do something about that. I was shooting regular arrows from a short bow, and I feel like I should do something about that because
Get some magical arrows.
I could think about that as well.
You can get a nice quiver to reduce the weight.
I am currently, after I put a bunch of things in the house, on the farm, I am just under a light load, so I'm not encumbered at all. Even if I drop my, I don't even have to drop my backpack. But normally you just drop your backpack in the first round.
Well, there's a quiver that's almost like a bag of holding, pretty much, but for bolts and
Yeah.
arrows.
I don't plan on having more than 20 arrows anyway, so.
So it's 50 ceramic pieces for a, or no, it's
You can put weapons in it too. You can put your bows and stuff like that. It's, javelin.
man, the price on this is kind of whack. Why does it say 50 for magic arrows?
Okay. For armor. Well, never mind. That answers my question. Never mind.
Oh, I guess it's per arrow. 50 per arrow makes sense. It probably just shouldn't say bundle.
50 ceramic, you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that was just a typo. The magic arrows are sold individually.
Well, get some. You can get some explosive tip ones.
Yes.
What in the Rambo are you talking about?
Yeah.
Explosive tips. Man.
Yeah, explosive tip arrows.
Oh, arrows. Oh.
Yeah.
It's got a 5-foot burst, so anything adjacent to your target takes the damage as well.
With
Very
what?
useful.
Oh, with the
Fire.
explosive, you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, they take like 3d6 fire damage or something like that.
Ninja, for the armor, it has a +4, then it has like parentheses 5. What does that mean?
So it's a +4 armor normally, but it's a magic armor that adds 1, so your actual total is adding 5 from the armor.
Okay.
Nice. You're gonna become melee pretty soon, man.
$18 AC. Not bad, not bad.
So these are like lesser explosive arrows. They're not the ones that do 3d6. They just do the arrow's damage to everything within 5 feet. And they're 25 ceramic pieces per arrow.
You can get
Are
blunt.
3 crane resistant to frost?
No. The thing about them is they have a decent armor class. Their carapace is tough.
I don't think. Can they wear additional armor though?
No, they're. It says in their description that they're not able to wear most of the equipment in the game. The only thing they could wear has to be custom made for a Thrycreen.
Now, also the Dragon's Crown, is that into the snowy area?
No.
No, that's further west, almost in the plains though.
If you look on the stream, you can see where it's at.
Yeah, it's like southwest up here, on the other side of the mountain.
More of a northwest.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting close to the Tricrine zone there, which is just on the other side of that cliff.
So the track will take you into the mountains and then into the forest ridge where the halflings live, and then beyond the forest ridge is like that grassland where the Thrycreen live, and then beyond that is the Dragon Crown Mountains where the Terrans live. So you're actually headed towards Ringsight's homeland, where his people come from.
His people.
Up into the mountains
Yeah.
where his people live.
The prehistoric chicken people.
He's a wanderer, the Terrans, but like most of them, they live in the mountains there, on the plateaus.
Okay, are we done for the evening? Already past.
Yeah, I need to go to bed too, but I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get my credit card.
Does everybody want to grab their figurines? Anybody have their figurines? Are you going to leave Hamir on this board here?
Yes.
Yeah, move all the characters.
Okay.
Where's Soul? Was he already moved? Wait, what?
Looks like somebody already grabbed him. You were in the front
Yeah,
area
yours-
by the gate,
Yeah, it's
right?
next to your table.
Your purple board.
Okay, you can save the map right there.
Also, Ninja.
Yeah.
What will it cost to get some fancy clothes along with the armor? Just
3 gold.
fancy. Can I customize how they look?
To have them tailored, they'd probably have to spend some time making it. But yeah, if you can stand around and let the tailors work, sure.
How long would that take?
Hours.
Can I wait that long?
Well, you're here in town for most of the day. You got time.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. 3 gold.
Yep. 3 gold for noble's clothes.
Yes, I have done it. I've acquired the drip and the usefulness.
Alright, I'm tired, guys. You guys have a good evening. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go.
Wait, Krios,
Good night.
Good night.
if I were to send you an updated soul token, could you put it in?
What's that?
The
An
figurine.
updated figurine for soul.
Oh yeah, send me the link.
Okay.
I'll
Ooh,
do that next week.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
guys,
send it
next-
DM it to me and I'll take care of it.
All right.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.